So our bodies are not adapted to live in space, to live in lower gravity. So, we are adapted to live on Earth. So when we talk about height, we talk about the effects of Earth's gravity. So I think you would naturally be taller if you were born in space, but not like, I don't know, maybe things would just stretch out naturally. But I feel like it'd be a thing where when you bring someone to Earth, they would just turn to a regular height. You know what I mean?
Oh, compress back down. I don't know.
I don't know what you to be honest. Wait, so like you're saying, if you brought someone from a different alien species to Earth, they'd stretch out to our height?
So I have no way of knowing this, but my guess would be if someone was born on Mars, they could be like, oh, I'm 6'1", but then you bring them to Earth and the gravity changes and they go, oh no, you're actually 5'9". So when Kai was saying would people in space be taller, I think they would, but based on different physics, not on they are just actually like taller.
So would you go by your the highest height, or would you go by your Earth height?
Could you start hitting on women with that and be like, yeah, baby, I'm 5'11" on Mars?
Yeah. Well, that's not impressive, right? You just said Mars was like really cool.
Well, they don't know that. Have they been to Mars?
I don't know.
Don't astronauts' spines decompress or something in space and they grow 2 inches?
Yeah, they have to do a fuckload of exercises to not get muscle atrophy.
Yeah,
because they're not fighting
doesn't
gravity.
sound much, and that's at like 0 gravity.
No wonder the giants die so quick if astronauts grow 2 inches and they have to do all these new exercises.
So I think I found something to support my theory. Apparently, NASA astronauts grow about 2 inches
What
while
the?
they're in space.
I am in crazy town. We just said that, and you just confirmed that yourself.
Yeah.
Why are you presenting it as if no one's...
Because Jackson didn't get a number.
No, you did, and you even said 2 inches too. You also confirmed Jackson said, don't their spines decompress and they grow 2 inches? And you're like, yeah. And now you're like, wait, I found something. Confirmed.
Are we getting dementia?
No, I need to say it as I found
Why
something that confirms what Jackson
Why is there
said.
borders?
Here we are.
I brought it up too. It's like 2 of us said it first.
No, I said it first. It's fine.
Why the
I'll take
fuck
that.
is there borders?
Either way, that means if you're 6'1" in space, you're 5'11" on Earth.
Which is...
I don't know. Let me find another article. I'll get back to you.
Oh, I've got my stomach. I just growed 3 inches from laughing. Oh.
I asked AI, and all the muscle problems that astronauts have in space would also apply on Mars, because if you're born there, because there's much less gravity, you wouldn't need to develop as strong of a musculature and bone density as you would if you were born on Earth. So I feel like, what if those people can't even come back to Earth? Because once they step foot here, they just collapse.
I feel like I've read stuff on that before, but I don't know. There's nothing I
Maybe they
can
would
say.
have to train before coming here.
You would definitely need to adapt physically if you were like born on Mars and then took a trip to Earth.
Oh man, I hope they
What the
talk about
fuck?
us. Like, our ancestors on Earth were way healthier and they had bigger muscles and pecs just by nature because they were born on bigger gravity. That's right. I hope you're listening to this in the year 3000. You guys are sickly.
Oh, God. I hurt from laughing so hard.
I'm glad I gave you that, Jackson. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. That made it worth it. That made it worth waking up for this
I don't know why I've developed a habit of just tuning you guys out when I'm looking stuff up. That's the second time it's happened in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it happened last week. It's just so funny though.
I just get zoned in on Googling shit, and then you guys say exactly what I find. Oh well. At least it made the viewers laugh. That's all that matters.
That's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the like?
2 inches, Jackson.
No, why did the astronauts need to do like exercises and stuff just for 2 inches? Like what is it?
No,
that they
just
need
to
do?
reacclimate to our gravity, because when they're up there, their
Yeah.
spine decompresses and everything, so they have
Oh.
to act
Yeah.
differently.
Keep in mind, when you're
Those-
on Earth, you're constantly fighting gravity at all times. Meanwhile, when you're in
Yeah.
space, the force is much, much weaker.
So if I grew 2 inches right now, like I just popped up 2 inches, I wouldn't need to do anything.
No, you can just celebrate.
It's sweet.
We're eventually going to get space tourism, and you're going to have billionaire kids on trust funds who go to space, take selfies of themselves taller, and then come back and go, yeah, I'm totally 6'1". Check it out, babe.
It's a smart strategy, honestly.
It is, if it gets you pussy. Whatever you have to do to get laid is worth it. That's my advice.
There's limits there.
Oh, yeah? Name one.
I just couldn't wait for all of the. Sorry.
No, I was just challenging
No, go
Jackson.
on.
You can interrupt.
I don't
It's
want to.
fine.
I don't want to name it. I don't want to name the reasons
Because
why
you
you shouldn't go
fucking
to
can't.
extreme lengths. Or there is absolutely
Me
extreme
one,
lengths you should not go
Jackson
to.
46. I'm catching up, bitch. Go ahead, Kyle.
Huh?
I said go ahead. Whatever you were going to interrupt with was far more interesting.
Yeah, you were
than
going to
that.
interrupt with.
Oh, I'm just like, when do you guys think the first fictional crime happened for the first time in space? Like the first space murder, space bank robbery?
Wait, did you guys not see that the NASA astronaut woman that like sabotaged the ISS to get off the station?
I saw a really long 4chan green text, but I was too
Yeah.
lazy to read it. Can
I
you
saw
tell us?
a write-up about it, yeah.
So I don't know how true this is, but this is what I read on Twitter. She was an astronaut on this ISS, and she really didn't like it up there, so she wanted to come back. So she would just, and obviously it takes like 9 or 12 months to, be able to logistically send something up there for her to come back in. So that wasn't enough for her. She wanted to get off the space station right now, immediately. So she would keep sabotaging their toilets, so that like the space station was ruined, and like it was a way of pressuring NASA to send up a rescue craft immediately to get her down, because she just kept breaking their toilets, including the Russian toilets as well. Like, and she would like dump tools. She would lose tools out in the vacuum when repairing stuff. Like she was losing her teammates' tools and stuff like that. And
Like intentionally, or oh my god, where'd my wrench go?
no, I think it was an intentional sabotage. That's how it's been painted anyway, and that's how it seems, because she really wanted to get off the station. I think Russia is.
I remember this. Like, you guys remember? Apparently, this was in 2018. I remember one day there was a leak on a spaceship or something, and everybody was speculating, like, oh shit, how much time do they have left? And they were trying to duct tape it and everything.
Yeah, she put a hole in the hole or something.
Yeah.
Hole in the hull.
Russia's apparently bringing criminal charges to her as of 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Nice.
That does look intentional.
Serena Aunon Chancellor. Got a weird last name.
I mean, I definitely see the intention of. I mean, there's like correspondence showing that she wants to get off the station, and every toilet she sat on would mysteriously break.
Hey, that happens to me too, Jackson.
Not to this degree. You know how difficult it is to get a new toilet up on the space station?
Extremely and very much so, yeah. You're not even joking, yeah.
I'm looking at the hole though. This definitely looks like someone has drilled a hole.
Like, I genuinely think she was sabotaging the ISS. That seems extremely believable.
I mean, it does look yes, but at the same time, it's Russia. So they might, also just have, I don't know, cut some corners and then blame someone to save face on the international stage.
Yeah, true. I mean, I don't know for sure. It's just what I read on Twitter. Could have been Russian propaganda or something.
Oh, okay, so the Russian state news service escalated the issue in April when it published accusations that Onion Chancellor had an acute psychological crisis after suffering an intense instance of deep vein thrombosis in space and drilled a hole. deeply thrombosis gives you psychological crisis.
Let's have a
If it's
comparison.
really painful, probably.
Let's have a comparison though, Kaya. You said her last name better because you just smoothly went through there, and I said like Alanal Chancellor. So one of us is right, and one of us is gonna have to back down on mine.
I'm sure we're both wrong.
No,
I have no idea.
I was gonna give it to you. You fucking collided through it. And just go
How?
And on Sean.
Yeah, let's call her Anna Chan. There you go.
I get it. I think I would go insane up there and want to drill my way out of the ISS within like 3 months. Within 3 months, probably. How long do you guys think you would last in the ISS?
2 minutes.
Yeah, actually, probably not more than a week.
We've
Yeah, I
talked
don't know.
about on the show how like jobs we could just never ever do. Mine was submarine tech or anything on a sub.
Don't fuck
It's
that.
the ISS is just a submarine in space. You know, like you're
Yeah.
trapped in a big metal tube.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it depends. Don't they put that? Doesn't astronaut training involve them just being shut into a fucking shipping container for a while?
I'd be certain
They
that
can't live in a tiny environment.
Probably.
it probably does. It involves a whole litany of tests to actually send to space, underwater shit, strength shit,
Ugly.
The ocean.
and watch them drown. Yeah.
I have an idea. Take one of those guys who are just chronically in solitary confinement and send them up there. You're used to it. They've had
Yeah,
to
they
fly
do.
for
Great
training.
rep.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the astronauts
I don't know
up there
what
waiting
that
for the
is.
group who made it in for Sado Steve.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Hey, that's Houston sent you up here? No, I was sent Quentin.
He's a fantastic number cruncher. He knows all the numbers. He carves movies. He never loses track.
He has all fucking prison tats and a teardrop tattoo.
Holy shit.
Turns into a fucking horror movie like no one knows how Sado Steve got up there.
This is the next action blockbuster for Gerard Butler. You make a space station colony run by prisoners, and they have to do space labor, and then they have to break out. I would watch
That actually sounds like a cool
That
concept.
sounds like a movie that's already been made.
Yeah, make it a sequel to Con Air, Con Space.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That is really fucking good. And then
Put
with
the
the
bunny
bunny
in the airlock.
and they have to sue each other until they find out who did it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is really
I'll watch that now.
I do want to watch that. That would be a good watch.
Let's get Nick Cage.
I would like, like on the, really dark, scary space station, but the place to go to. Just want to see what's on there.
And replace the space station with an airport. And we'll call it Con Air.
Well, everybody on the Con Air was a criminal at some point. So that's the reverse.
Yeah.
It's good, so it's a little bit
I just never put the bunny in the bag.
Box. Yeah, put the bunny back in the box. Fun.
You know what the other thing I thought Con Air is Point Break.
Yeah, also fun. Yeah. Is that the one where he has his gun on the criminal and they can't do it?
No pain.
I don't remember that, but it's the one where they have like
I want the arrows.
Yeah, it's very next to us, right? I believe it's the one where he's chasing the criminal, and he's on the ground, and the criminal looks at him, he's got the gun on the ground. And for one reason or another, he can't shoot him, so he just starts shooting him near a wildly well.
that sounds like something that would happen.
I was thinking about this the other day. What do you guys think is the absolute best version of the military?
Because that's cool.
Of all time.
I don't think the red I think I like the red like when I say best part of the like the most famous.
That's not the best
That's the exercise, but it's not even close.
Yeah, you really fucked up calling it the best.
Yeah, most of them.
It's not even close.
Yeah, it has to be good.
Wrong, that inspired everyone.
What about Thor?
Yeah, $500 billion.
I didn't do enough damage anyway.
No, you didn't. You changed your question like 3 times, fucker.
Why? It's Hereditary. I think that's agreed. That is also probably my favorite, like, actually good horror movie. But if we're talking about just, like, fun bad horror movie, then maybe something like A Wish Upon.
No.
Yeah, that is an exceptionally terrible movie. So,
There's people. Hellraiser, someone said.
Oh, Hellraiser is a good one.
Scream's good, yeah.
I can't even think of one I like that for like good. I only really like them because they're bad lame. But I can't really think of one.
I'll just, I can't even think of a good one.
just Hereditary.
I watch so many horror movies. Like late at night, I stay up late almost every night, and I will just put on a horror movie on the side as I do stuff, and I never remember any of them.
It's because horror just becomes psychological thrillers. Like,
Do we count?
horror itself is
Yeah.
bad.
Someone said It Follows. That's decent.
It follows it.
Oh, you know what? Actually, there's another good horror movie that just came out. It's called Haunting. That one was actually very fun. I like that one a lot.
Do we count Old Boy as a horror movie?
No, that's no.
No.
It's action, right? Wasn't that
It's
action?
not an action movie, I'll tell you that. It has action, but it's not an action movie.
Okay, action movie.
What is it?
It's a very dark thriller, and I think it leans into horror elements. I don't know what kind of to call it, but
It's self-described as mystery slash action.
okay, I guess not. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I didn't know if it counted as like a psychological horror.
Are you talking about the Korean one or the fucking bad?
The Korean one, yeah, not the Spike Lee one. No, the Korean movie's like a masterpiece. I don't know if people would consider that like a psychological horror
Spoilers.
or not.
That's the one where like he bangs his daughter, right?
Wow. Good job, Jackson. That's yeah. You've not ruined it for anyone who wanted to watch it. Congrats.
I said spoilers.
No, you didn't.
No. Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Alright, editor, I'm gonna say spoilers now. Just put that back 10 seconds ago.
There you go. Yeah, it's the one where he is kidnapped and has to stay in a hotel room for like 7 years. It's really, really, really fucking good. Anyone who has to watch it, I guess don't bother now, but anyone who hasn't seen it, go fucking watch it. It's amazing.
Well, surely there's things, other things in the movie apart from the. Oh, I guess that is the main crux
That
of it,
is
isn't it?
that is a big reason to go watch it. But yeah.
You actually did ruin that for me. I haven't seen it, but it's a movie that's been on my to-watch catalog for a very long time.
Well, I said spoilers.
You actually did not.
I did. I absolutely did.
Jackson,
Go
it
back.
doesn't count if you go, spoilers, this happens. Like, that doesn't count anything.
It was a movie from 2003. You had your chance.
Oh man, I'm
20 years ago.
Sure
Yeah, 20 years.
It's one of my favorites of all time. That movie's incredible.
You'll forget about it.
What the fuck? Why is horror such a broad genre? The Meg 2 is apparently also horror.
It is.
That's just marketing.
It's a monster movie. What's the point?
It's not. It's like actually just not even.
I didn't see two. I
I
saw
mean, yeah. Have you seen the first one? Like, it's like uplifting and it's like, I don't know. It's not a comedy, but it's also not a horror.
Yeah, that was not horror. It was like a dumb gore movie.
Oh, I know what my favorite horror movie is. Probably Shaun of the Dead.
It is a comedy.
It's a horror comedy. It's got scary moments. I'd say it's horror enough.
I mean, it does say horror on Wikipedia.
There you go.
It's scary.
That's my favorite horror movie. That movie's also excellent.
Fair enough. It is a good movie.
Horror movies in general. They're just shit. Oh, you guys watch any of the Cronenberg movies? They're so bad too.
Right? I've never seen any of the Cronenberg films, but I love it as an insult.
You mean like the thing?
Oh, you do? Wait,
Yeah, like it's just saying that someone looks like Cronenberg-esque or something is usually an insult. Like, yeah, well, no, it's not even
a thing? Those kind of movies?
I'm referring to movies like Infinity Pool and
The Fly. The Fly was Cronenberg, wasn't it?
I think so. Oh, I guess
did a
it's
movie
not.
recently where people evolved to eat plastic.
It's Stephen King. The thing is Stephen King, isn't it? Or am I mixing it up with something else?
No, it's John Carpenter. Yeah, that's right.
No, wait, David Carpenter didn't do the thing.
That's too many things happening. No, it's definitely. I don't think this is.
Oh, that's John Carpenter. I see.
Yeah.
I thought he had a part in it. Didn't he design monsters for it or something? Like, just totally mixing something up?
I don't know.
I was thinking of the thing fucked up.
Huh, yeah. I guess it is just similar. I guess he might not have had anything to do with it. Huh.
Oh, I love that. Okay, Jesus Christ. He also recruited his son into making shitty movies. So David Cronenberg's last movie, Warriors of the Future, which is incredibly tedious and boring to sit through. It's about, like, a generation of people. Yes, I watch so much of this crap, Jackson, just on the side. I don't know. It's just noise. I don't have a white noise machine. I just put on horror because it just goes in one ear and out the other. But sometimes I'm like, I turn to my left to my other screen and I'm befuddled by how dumb the movie is.
Wait, this is from this movie.
But
This looks so bad. This picture.
Yes,
of
yes. It's basically just in the future people have developed the technology to mutate themselves and shit, and now there's a whole generation of new people who can digest plastic because they live in a world full of plastic. And the main character is a guy who just grows random organs, and that's his gimmick. And he's famous for growing random organs in his body. And it's so fucking boring, long and boring. And then I guess now his son Brandon Cronenberg is also making movies, and he made one called Infinity Pool that came out this year. It's such shit.
Damn, I'm not a fan of the Cronenberg.
Wow, ban that family from Hollywood.
I don't think they're Hollywood. I think they're Canada.
Ban from Canada.
Yeah, the Canadians aren't allowed in Hollywood.
Alright, that's right. Yeah, we'll go to bed. Alright, thanks guys for hanging out. Pace and goofs and fun times. We got some bonus episodes like that. Fans have been saying that the most recent bonus was excellent, so go check it out. I'm not lying, I promise.
It was very, very good.
Advertising. And also, Potterfiles is going hot as well over on Patreon. Potterfiles
Just released the season finale.
like Kyra and myself, where we look at catch predators from Mars. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, go check it out. A lot of content over there, weekly bonus content over at the Patreon, patreon.com/podcast. Thanks. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Pop-Tart yet.
Hello and welcome to the Sleepy Podcast. We are very sleepy. Jackson is yawning right when the class synced. I am, of course, tired. I had to wake up at the horrible hour of 11:30 in the morning. Whoever does that. Kaya hasn't had his ninth coat of the day, which is a horrid crime.
Pretty good, actually. It's shitty sleep, but you know how once in a while, like 2-3 times a year, they're 12 hours
That's bad for you, but
It's good for you when you've been undersleeping.
I don't know about that. I wish it was just bad.
Jackson, you don't do your typical, like, once every 2 months day of sleeping? Where you Oh, yeah. I had one of those a couple days ago. I love them.
Yeah, but I
I genuinely think like I don't wake up well rested. I wake up so and like tired. So I have to wake up tired. So maybe it's just me.
I hate that too about our bodies. Why am I sore? Why do I feel swollen and just exhausted from sleep? But mentally, I'm happy. I feel much better than
Sleeping is this weird little like sharpshooter window where if you get enough and you're just right, it's great. But if you don't get enough, you really want sleep. If you get too much, you really want sleep. And you just always want more. But besides,
I wish we could more research into sleep and I really want to know what dreams are like in terms of why they happen.
they're real, Jackson. They're all real.
I think we need to just like look into a multiverse or something.
No, I don't want to
keep your fucking Marvel bullshit away from me.
Let's monopolize on
Multiverse triumph in this universe where fucking you cannot throw punches at somebody. That's a common theme in my opinion.
I was thinking on that multiverse shit recently. Is multiverse the new fad, popular entertainment thing? Like, that's an idea. Yeah.
It's the new zombie fad, basically.
I never realized how common it is everywhere in all these big properties now, where just everything is like, we have a multiverse.
You know why it's popular? It's because Lazy Ride is the name to easily insert character cameos without any effort at all.
That's a really good point.
It's that, and it's basically the same thing that video games have done forever, where instead of having two characters and two different sprites for two different fighting characters, you can just color swap them. Oh no, this is not just Sub-Zero copied and pasted. This is Scorpion, and he's the fire instead of water. This is how we go. In the movies now, no, this isn't Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man.
And you also pick the perfect analogy that is supposed to happen. You're very supportive of the time.
I don't know that far.
No, it's true. The original Mortal Kombat was running well on memory, but they wanted more characters, so that's why Scorpion and Sub-Zero were copy and paste of each other. You picked the perfect analogy. I don't know if you knew that fact, but you fucking nailed it.
I knew they were just sprite swaps. I also figured that it was gonna give shit for a new
You fucking idiot. Everyone knows that.
Why are you seriously that afraid to like make a statement or have an opinion on the podcast now, guy? Even being
So I'm not afraid to make it, but I do expect that sort of response anyway at this point. So there is definitely, like, for all the contrarianism that I put out there, and for all the times I get called a contrarian, I do think there are people who just disagree with me for the sake of it.
Oh yeah, we have fans who just hate one of us for some reason, and they just do that, and
That's okay.
that's okay, you know. It's just better to not read it at all, just not even hear what they say.
we're guilty of that too. There's certain people that we hate and we'll just hate for no reason. So it's just like kind of human nature to some degree.
You and Bookie.
I love it.
We all have our haters, and it's irrelevant. Just ignore them. Say what you're gonna say, because they're gonna hate you no matter what. Now, they're gonna, even if they agree with your opinion, they're gonna be like, Kaya, yeah, you're right, but you missed this part, and you forgot this detail, and actually this small specific thing is not right. Like, shut up.
There's like multiple zombies and stuff. So, like you said, the multiverse stuff is now the new fad.
Yes.
At least it killed the zombie fad. I'm happy about that. You guys remember the early 2000s when everything had to have a
I do.
It was like, wait, when was Walking Dead? It was like 2010. That wasn't early
2008, I think, was Walking Dead.
Yeah, it was
2000s in general, I guess, is what I mean.
It wasn't that long.
And that thing's still going, right?
Not as much.
No.
The zombie thing definitely fell off hard at some point. It's still there, but it's not the fad, you know.
Oh, I meant the show, yeah.
I kind of get where the multiverse concept is so exciting and liked by a lot of people, but why was the zombie one ever? Why did it that?
I don't know. I always thought it was the lamest shit. Oh, hey, Charlie.
So yeah, I was saying I totally understand why the multiverse is popular because it's a way to, you know, integrate character cameos super easily. But why were zombies ever that popular? Why were zombies a fad?
I have no idea. They suck so much.
They're just a fun vessel for like gore and
Yeah.
terror, I guess.
It's a fairly easy horror thing to write because it's all fully established, and because they're slow and methodical, you get a lot of character and story writing. Like, oh, we're safe in here, we barricaded it, and then you can have 20 minutes of characters talking. So they're just easy to do.
What? So before zombies, what was there? It was vampires. I get why vampires was nice because vampires were attractive. You had Edward Cullen and he sparkled in the sun. That didn't last long though. What about before that?
No, it didn't.
I'm trying to find a list of like Hollywood trends, and it's harder than I thought it would be.
I just think we need to look at the history of fads in order to predict what comes next. And if we can predict what comes next, we'll shoot to the top of Hollywood.
I know the 80s, because of Mad Max, had a post-apocalyptic trend, and I would love for that to come back.
What about swamp monsters?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next trend.
Everyone's favorite
Unless
character.
Hollywood like moves to Florida for some reason. Oh god, I hope AI doesn't become a fucking trend.
No, it absolutely. What? It already. Yeah, it will. It will. Every media will talk about it and make it the premise.
Boring. It's so done. It's so done. Okay, so according to AI here, we have westerns, disaster films. That's true.
Oh, disaster films was a huge trend. Yeah,
I wish the disaster fad never ended.
Well, me too, but it wasn't really a fad. It's just Roland Emmerich. It wasn't a
Yeah, and he put out like movies every 2
Single-handedly.
years.
Yeah, it was literally just him.
But don't you think it's indicative of a trend that like a movie studio kept greenlighting his ideas every year?
God, yeah, it's so good though.
Yeah, those are my favorite movies.
There's two on here that are pretty interesting as well. Beach movies were a trend in like the 50s and 60s. You know, the movies where they just go to the beach and hang out. It's fucking surf contest.
Cute.
That's so
That's
cute.
pretty
That's such a
cool.
wholesome fad.
That kind of made a comeback recently in Top Gun Maverick. There was a beach scene there.
And then
one of the best parts of the movie.
the other one, which I hope just dies forever, is when every movie was trying to be for 3D.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, every single movie wanted 3D. That shit was horrendous.
That was horrendous.
They're kind of trying that super immersive shit over here in Australia now. There's a cinema that opened with like full 360 screens or whatever, like ultra wide basically. And I don't know what it seems like. It doesn't seem very interesting to me. It's just screens that are upside down. It's like you're watching it so you look around. Yeah, like stuff could happen in the peripheral and you're like seeing it out of the side of your eye basically. It's just stuff. It's not like movies that have been that. I think they just convert like popular movies to it.
That would be tedious. Didn't YouTube try that for a while with the like 360-degree video that you could pan around? But that really,
They did.
there only ever were like 20 videos ever released for it, and no one ever had the equipment or attention.
The biggest fucking thing they did with that is on April Fools, they gave watch parties with Snoop Dogg. And you would watch viral videos in a 3D theater with Snoop Dogg sitting next to you. That was like the only fucking thing they ever did with that.
Snoop Dogg gets so far currently off just reputation alone. What does he even do?
That's all he has is reputation. Everything he does now is reputation.
Hold up. Did
I have no idea what he does.
was I wearing that during the fight? No way.
Reputation on it, and he still makes music. It's just largely terrible now, and no one ever talks about his new stuff. Oh yeah.
The only song I know he made recently was the NFT one.
The one that makes me laugh is he back in the
Who?
God, I want to say early 2010 and making reggae music, and I'm no longer going to be called Snoop Dogg. I'm going to be called Snoop Lion. Because in Jamaican culture, dogs are seen as dirty and worldly, but the lion's the king. He's the king of the jungle. So I'm doing reggae. Yeah, but that was the logic behind it. And he was like, I'm going to be the king of the jungle. I'm Snoop Lion. And he put out, I think, 2 reggae albums, and they were both universally hated. And then he went back to Snoop Dogg and never talked about it again.
But does he actually make stuff as Snoop Dogg?
Currently, I guess.
I don't know. He gets high and he Instagrams. That's all I know about him is screenshots of his Instagram where he talks about being high.
Yeah, but he doesn't even do anything then. Like you said, he just gets high.
What does he do again?
Well, he's also known for
Yeah, you can buy
smoking weed, like in weed culture. That's all they do.
Pretty high vibe.
He makes an album like every year. He had an album in this year, last year, 2021, 2019, 2018.
Yeah, but no one talks about that. They always talk about him getting high. That's what's so sad about this.
Because he makes bad music now, yeah.
Well, I don't know if he makes bad music. I haven't heard it. Have you heard it?
No, but no one talks about it.
Yeah, if it was good, then we probably would have had it, right? I just doesn't mean it's bad, though. It just means it's not as popular as it once was.
I suppose, yeah, for being specific. But it's not popular. It's not the whole discussion that he's not popular anymore. Or is it? I don't know.
Jackson was just saying, does he make anything anymore is all. The answer is largely not really. It's mainly reputation.
You can't say nobody talks about his music because it's bad now, because all of the famous songs nowadays are ass. So that's not necessarily a correlation. When is it released? I'm looking on Spotify.
I need more bullets.
It's his latest release and it's from 2023 actually. Called I'm California. In California, my bad. And his lyrics sound shitty.
Yeah, his music is definitely not what it used to be. His
Filling
first couple
station.
albums hit #1 on the charts. They were just huge international sellers, and now his newest albums, they kind of chart.
I get that.
Yeah, most do, but
Is
pretty
that,
low.
oh my god, I did not read
Let's
the
talk
price.
about it more than the Snoop Dogg thing. Have you seen
That
the
is
video
way
where he's been
correct.
mad at him, and he just gets extremely fucking mad?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It surprises me, because part of his whole image is being
Angry a lot?
yeah, part of his image, I guess, for modern standards, is he's chill and he smokes weed, and he's Snoop Dogg. He's like, hey, he's Snoop Dogg. He's hanging out. There he is. But he plays Madden, and he just gets incredibly fucking pissed every time. That was
But
surprising.
weed was meant to mellow you out.
Yeah.
Well, Madden is frustrating game.
Yeah, really.
Imagine how angry he is sober.
Oh, that's a really good point, actually. What is Snoop Dogg like sober? Do we have footage of that? Do we have evidence of that?
How old is he?
Charlie, do you want to review his compilation from 2022 called Metaverse, the NFT drop?
Well, sir, I was just talking about that's the only big project I know he did before. He did an NFT music video. I think with him actually for his morning.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's fucking horrible. It's called From the D to the LBC, and it's Eminem and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, we talked about this back when it came out.
What's beautiful is it didn't work. So this has 85 million views. Like it's huge. And the Bored Apes AI is still worth absolutely nothing. In fact, recently he announced he's doing an NFT or Bored Ape collab with shoes because his Bored Ape is currently like 90% down. And it seems like it's a last-ditch Hail Mary to get some artificial interest so you can bump it quickly. Because it has lost all of its value. I think it was Snoop Dogg because NFT shoes.
What? You buy shoes and you get an NFT.
Super.
No, it says it was Snoop Dogg. It's Snoop Dogg cross Skechers, and it's for Dr. Bombay, which is his NFT board ape, which has no fucking value anymore.
It's not even better
So
than
Skechers, which
it's
is a very out-of-touch brand already, it's only worn exclusively by 4-year-olds or 94-year-olds. They teamed up with Snoop Dogg to do really god-awful looking shoes Dogg's board ape on them, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like the whole idea with that from Snoop is my fucking board ape is worthless now. Maybe this will help get some value out of it if I can dump it. So
Wow.
that's where we're currently at with that.
They really went with the cheetah print shoelaces, huh?
Yep.
Holy shit, these are ugly as fuck.
Oh, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
Oh my god.
Do you guys actually think shoes look cool most of the time? I've never known.
I'm not a big shoe guy. I actually wear Skechers. I'm like the only one outside the two extremes that wear Skechers.
Why did you choose Skechers?
They're just super comfortable. They're super fun shoes. It's literally like wearing old water shoes.
I also do not care anything about shoes other than they let me comfy. I guess I would also not want to keep this ugly. I wouldn't wear this. I guess I'd rather go barefoot, but other than that, I don't think the whole subculture, I don't know what they call themselves.
Sneakerheads. Yeah, sneakerheads.
They have to hire like two professional athletes for that. Yeah, too massive.
Oh, apparently there's also a sneakerhead NFT collection, so they're coming full circle now. Yeah.
Didn't Snoop Dogg also join an esports org? Was it FaZe?
Yes.
He was an owner of FaZe.
Honorary celebrity member of FaZe.
No, he was more than that. He had equity.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he's going up on stage playing a Counter-Strike tournament anytime soon.
No, just another frivolous spending venture from FaZe that got them nothing in return. Classic FaZe.
Yeah, we're talking about 10 years later, kind of.
True. It's really paying off.
Ow.
FaZe jersey now.
Then look up Snoop Dogg.
Man, like, sometimes I wonder, like, how much does it actually cost to get a famous celebrity to endorse your crap?
Oh, with a brand like FaZe, probably not much because the name has so much power. So they probably just do an equity deal and minimal money. Would be my guess.
Little Yachty is also apparently a member of FaZe Clan.
Yep. There's quite a few celebrities that are.
Did any of the NFT people ever get in trouble or in any sort of lawsuits over, like, the fact that they trotted out hundreds of celebrities and, like, late night TV shows to chuck their shitty NFTs? And then this internet collapsed.
Oh, of course they didn't get in trouble.
But you would think that, like, million dollar Hollywood lawyers would be mad on behalf of their rich clients, you know? Because they were given like $20 million NFTs and then 2 years later they're worth $7. You'd think someone would be a little angry, but I guess not.
All of the people with power probably profited. So it probably doesn't matter.
Apparently it's the other way. Celebrities that promoted Bored Ape NFTs are now facing a class action lawsuit.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
The list of defendants might as well be a Coachella lineup with names like Diplo, Snoop Dogg, Post Malone, and The Weeknd cited alongside Yuga Labs, Inc. Is that the NFT lab? I don't know.
Yuga Labs is the one behind Bored Apes. I think they do more than Bored Apes, though. I think they branched out into other shit as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. They do a bunch of those.
A class action, though, that's anyone can start a class action, really. Those aren't the big
Class actions are usually scams.
Yeah, those aren't the big ones.
So they're not necessarily scams. You just super easy to start and it'll only end up being like 12 cents.
Yeah, so those
Scam.
don't hold much value, unfortunately. You need someone to step in from like the upper echelon and like do some kind of direct lawsuit against like Snoop Dogg and Eminem. Like, otherwise you're not going to see too much change or anything.
Who's in the upper echelon?
You'd have to be like an equally rich and powerful person who watched the Snoop Dogg Eminem collab, bought the NFTs, like bought a bunch of Bored Apes and lost his ass. Meanwhile, they profited, so they get mad and sue him.
Why wouldn't someone like a multi-millionaire do that just to earn some goodwill? Warren
Because they're
Buffett?
not stupid enough to buy NFTs in the first place.
Most of them probably just didn't bother buying in the first place.
Yeah.
Most people know that too.
You think Jeff Bezos is out there collecting Bored Apes?
Where did all my shit go, bruh?
No, but it could be some quick brownie points to the masses.
You have to understand, Jackson. Most celebrities and most powerful people don't give a fuck about brownie points. They just don't care.
Yeah. Well, celebrities are idiots, but once you reach billionaire status, a lot of those, you get filtered out as idiots before you make it that far.
I don't even know my...
I guess as a publicity stunt, somebody could sue these people. You know, if I would expect someone like Andrew Tate to sue Logan Paul for his NFTs or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know why I went the brownie point way when it could have just been, attention. That could be good. Someone just does it to get headlines.
Yeah, most people are glad they're dead.
A lot of people make it pretty fucking sad. There's some fucking celebrities. Mike Tyson has NFTs.
I think most celebrities have NFTs because somewhere in that pipeline at Hollywood or wherever, they said that this is a good idea, so they just, without questioning, alright, fine, just grab one.
Oh yeah, their managers just sign them up for it.
Yeah, if someone says, hey, you could make a ton of money doing this, what, you want to try it? And the celebrity probably goes, oh, so for example, Mike's NFTs are called Iron Pigeons, obviously related to his boxing and pigeon raising hobbies. So the guy who came to him was probably like, yeah, you can make a ton of money, you can make it whatever you want. He probably said, I want to make it pigeons.
I want to make it
so it's
pigeons.
just something they get to do is fun and hopefully make money on it.
Is that good? He's a pigeon hobbyist?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
He makes a ton of fucking pigeons and loves them.
Does he use them for messages and shit like that, or is it just
That part I don't know, but I do know he keeps them as pets. And he's like, oh, I love pigeons. They're great.
why else would you get a fucking pigeon?
Why do you get any pet?
I don't know. Just read this
Speaking of pigeons, I just thought the other day, how a people buy tickets for that.
Is that the one cow? Correct. They had a documentary.
Yeah. You can go on Wikipedia and read the very first sentence, which is, Fire Festival is a fraudulent luxury music festival. And that should just tell you everything you need to know.
The guy went to jail. He just got out of jail. He announced he was doing an NFT scavenger hunt island called Pirate 6 months ago, and now he just quietly decided not to, and now he's just blatantly doing Fire Fest. So he started taking pre-orders for tickets. He's already sold out 100 or something at 500 a piece. And he plans on doing more and incrementally increasing the cost up to about $7,000 per ticket.
And now August the 5th.
Yeah, now is the perfect time to buy.
Because this might happen. If you want a delicious lunch, 2 slices of cheese, 2 pieces of bread, and a tomato, it's time for Fire Fest 2.
God damn right.
Yeah.
I can't get this part for most of
You went to jail for this, didn't you? Surely there's some part in that sentencing that says, hey, you run a festival.
He's not running a festival. Obviously, he doesn't have anything booked. He doesn't have anyone signed up. He doesn't have anything. He's literally selling imagination, which I guess you can't really stop him from doing. But you could just still come in and say, no, you can't do this. This is violating.
Technically, he has sold out because those tickets have sold out already.
True, yeah.
As of yesterday, as of 3 days ago or so, they're sold out. But you can now buy the tickets that cost $800 a pop, and there was 400 of those.
There's also merch that they just started doing, so Firefest 2 hats and a hoodie. there's a chance he can get a couple of artists on board who will do this like as like a big publicity thing, because Firefest 2, but this time it's real. That's really, I'd be very upset to see it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if this completely sells out into the actual big event because of the names and stuff.
Yeah. He still owes $26 million to victims of the last Firefest scam.
Holy fucking crap.
Oh, maybe that's the goal here. If he makes 26 million off of this, he can repay them and keep whatever's extra. And then the next round of lawsuits in prison, he'll hold for free.
Yeah.
Pay off that money.
They'll just keep restarting it to pay off.
That's kind of ingenious. That's like using a credit card to pay off a credit card.
Yeah, he's on to something, actually.
Wow.
But it's gonna run out eventually. What happens at the last Fire Festival?
It's called Infinite Money, Jackson. You wouldn't get it.
Do you really think the hype for Fire Festival's gonna die? Are you a fucking idiot?
I was about to say,
Fire Fantasy.
Jackson, I remember seeing those people in their little yurts on the island eating fucking tiny slivers of pizza the size of a pinky finger. And I thought, they're having fun. They're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It seemed like a pretty cool event. Yeah, just for the sense of community. Just to be a part of something.
What community? Rich douchebags?
Well, they weren't even rich. The tickets were like severely underpriced, right? That's part of it.
Whoa.
Were they like $500?
But if you pay $800 for a ticket, you're a yuppie.
Wait, you think $500 is cheap?
It was a fucking trip to the fucking Caribbean or some shit, or I don't know, remote island. Yeah, I do think 500 is cheap for that. That's why you were an idiot for doing it in the first place, because obviously you need to.
Well, yeah, if it's all inclusive, I guess.
It was
allegedly all inclusive, and
Yeah, in that case, yes, $500 isn't just cheap. That's like, you're an idiot.
I don't remember that being 500 for everything, and 500 just as a baseline is expensive as shit.
I don't know, festivals are pretty expensive as is, aren't they?
I don't know, I guess I haven't been to enough festivals.
But then they promise we're gonna have food and so we're gonna have a nice yurt to sleep in. So that's
okay. Prices for the tickets were $500 to $1,500, including VIP packages that included airfare and luxury tents for $12,000. But all customers were promised accommodation in modern geodesic domes and meals from celebrity chefs. So they did definitely oversell the tickets' value.
Yeah, I would say $500 for a festival ticket with accommodation.
Yeah,
That's still pretty cheap.
as well as the lineup that he initially promised was really big. Like, cherish football on Santa for football Sundays. We had Pusha T, Blink-182.
You had everybody.
Yeah, Little Yachty, who, thank God, he took time out of his phase touring schedule to show up. So yeah, it was. I could see people paying that for that. You go to an island exclusive concert with huge names, luxury meals. I don't know if anyone got excited about living in a dome, but I could see people thinking that's definitely
I
worth
can
it.
totally understand why people fell for it. Like, it was an attractive offer. It looked official enough.
The craziest thing was all of the celebrities didn't say anything about not going. Like, they just let people believe that they might.
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
One of the Kardashians was like posting about how exciting it was going to be and how she can't wait to go there or whatever, and then she obviously didn't end up going.
I don't remember that.
It was one of the Kardashians, I think, had a sponsored deal with it. Didn't end up going.
It seems that out of all the musicians, Blink-182 was the only one to comment on it. And the day that the festival started, they announced on Twitter they weren't going. So we're not confident that as a venue we can perform at to give you a good concert.
They waited for the last possible.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Literally the
What is it? Wait, oh,
the day of the festival, they announced they're not going.
why the fuck did they not say anything before that?
Why would they? Why would you expect like decency from celebrities?
And why would
Yeah,
you
but it's not even
want
decency, it's just it's literally just like, are you buying tickets to go? Okay, we're not. Like, it's just like a simple thing.
It's even simpler. Just say, what's Fire Festival? We weren't even told about this.
Yeah, the one that was announced like a month or so before, right? So as soon as they saw that, they could be like, "What the fuck are you guys on about? We're not going to be here. Just leave our fans." That's not decency. That's like protecting your own brand. I would totally expect celebrities to do that.
Yeah, so that's like the easiest thing ever to do.
Watch for celebrities, I guess.
Unless they actually did commit to it and then cancel on the day, which I don't understand why.
It's possible, actually. They could have committed not knowing that it was a scam and then just canceled like day of after recognizing that it indeed was a scam. Okay. They committed and then they never got the money.
Why did they have to come so fucking fast? Why are they already in? What the fuck, dude? I'm screwed.
They worked out really well.
actual gunfire.
Let's pause for a second and talk about one of our favorite topics of the show. Now, I see a lot of comments lately about people maybe going through a rough patch in their lives. One of the best tools that you can have to know that is a mentor. I mean,
he can
idea
be up here.
and how technology understands your ability, studies your past workout, and adapts to your amount of movement. So you really don't need that much to start working out, and FitBod makes that even easier. I'm sure you can put in like more cards or how to show you how to correct the program or something. It's fantastic, and I urge everyone who has an interest in working out or starting to work out, go to fitbod.me/official to get 25% off your subscription. That's fitbod.me/official, 25% off your subscription. It's a fantastic service, and I really can't stress how important it is to keep fit physically so that you can be mentally fit as well. And hey, now that you've got a fit body, really ripped body, the best way to show it off would be to strip it completely your hair. Just remove all the hair, all the prying eyes, and just take in all the beautiful radiance in yourself. And the best way of doing that is with Harry's. Harry's is another long-time supporter of the show, and what they do is they make it exceptionally easy to remove hair from your body. You might think that I'm incapable of growing facial hair, but the truth of the matter is I use Harry's daily to remove all the faces of hair from my face. And that's why
to you at all. So manage it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. It's an interesting situation.
Should have seen it coming. But yeah, you're right. Most of these citizens that are students chose China.
Yeah.
That kind of, I mean, is that one of the reasons kind of is them back to even if they want to.
Yeah, that's mostly what. So when you're dealing with Korea, there's basically state countries and state countries, as I know from personal experience.
Of the times we escaped North Korea.
Yeah, China and a few other countries are basically, if they catch you, they will just send you back. Just straight up. Oh, you're North Korean, go back to North Korea, deporting you, get fucked. But then there's other countries like, I think Hong Kong, I don't think it is. But where it's like, oh, no, you escaped North Korea, okay. So that's where that sucks ass. So China definitely is going to confront those business people and be like, okay, time to go home now, bye-bye. Goodbye, good old China. Fuck you.
Has anyone from North Korea tried to escape across the Pacific Ocean instead of China?
I don't think they make it very far. The Pacific Ocean is kind of large.
When the president landed on like America's doorstep?
Realistically, where could you go from there? It would be South Korea, and that's still technically going border to border, so it's pretty hard.
I've tried for a while. In North Korea before I
Apparently, that's stars from local guide BJH. One of the worst oceans I've ever seen. Going here will also make you wet, and the water doesn't taste good and it makes you salty. The landscape is gorgeous. Toy Story. What kind of food was it? It was Italian. I did it was not Italian restaurant. I had the same experience down at my mom's house. Like, hot damn, they better be excited and ready to work the day you over because otherwise you were working like you're out. It's a real coin flip.
That's how it was with Perkins. Perkins had amazing food, but also it's such an old-fashioned thing that I think most of the chefs are probably geriatric, so it takes like an hour and a half to make a couple pancakes. I would have been fine if they're fine as the like keep it up from actually living on but it was 45 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 15 minutes, then another 25 minutes on top of that.
Okay, yeah, so I think the restaurant should be using, it's going to be 2 hours before you get your food. I don't think it's a big restaurant that would take 2 hours to make 2 meals.
If they make it fresh, they go out back. Classic joke. I've eaten them before though. It used to be good. Like 5, 6 years ago. It's just I think it's on the departments or whatever. They don't know how to make it. They haven't figured out how to. At the end of the day, I'm not money and I lost time, which is probably
Oh, so that's painful.
no.
Oh, I thought you prepaid for it.
No.
Oh, yeah, I would have bolted after like that may be the first time, and then I waited a little longer.
No, that's
Jackson's a kid, man. He doesn't know that. He waits a little bit longer for things, and then he Delicious.
Most people do is leave a review.
So if only 300 people like your review, I'm definitely assuming it's not people from the show that tell you to help people. Does that mean
Probably not.
yeah, does that mean that this restaurant just sucks ass now? If all those people agree with you?
Yeah, I looked at recent reviews as well around the same time, and there were just plenty of 1 stars.
Damn, that's really sad.
True. No, it is sad because they were one of my favorite restaurants and now it's gone and I'll never have them again. Yeah, but that's just kind of the way things go in your life. Like every property ever and everything you like.
Nothing lasts, everything fades, just give up.
If you treat it like Star Wars, Jackson, you have to go back there another 12 times. Every single time.
Jackson, when you went to the restaurant, did you do the Star Wars thing where when you wanted to know your favorite menu item, they just showed it to you and went, look, we have it.
Some of my previous meals that I really
So you
enjoyed.
go, oh, I'm not eating that. That was so good when I ate that. Oh, yeah.
Try out the Savior's dish.
Where's your Darth Yucky?
Darth Insidious.
Yeah, try Glob Shadow with the drink here.
That'll be $16.
No, more than that now. We got much more than that. Or like $28 for half a chicken breast.
Childhood restaurants or, eateries that you want to revisit?
That food. I've always liked my whole life, but not specific restaurants, no.
You guys don't have like a favorite restaurant? I mean, I have restaurants I really like. I don't know which one I consider my favorite. It all depends on what food feels.
Yeah, but what about like nostalgic childhood places? You know?
Yeah, I got one. There's a restaurant in Miami called Cazolo's. And if you've been in Miami, you know exactly where I'm talking about. It's been there for fucking ever, and they serve pizza and wings and subs. And I have a lot of nostalgia there because my brother lived in Miami at the time, and I was like a wee baby. So the only time I ever got to eat there was when I visited my brother in Miami with my family or my dad or whatever. And it's just a fucking incredible restaurant, and I don't think they have it anymore because I believe it's only in Miami. So thank you, Jackson.
How do you think you feel when you went there, ordered your favorite menu item, and then they didn't deliver it for 2.5 hours?
I would not have time to feel because there was a riot going on in the middle of the store. The day Jonas drops the ball is the day Miami is on fire.
Leave a review though.
Would I leave a review? Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, how far do they have to push you before you do leave a review?
Or an angry Reddit comment.
I think
what's your limit?
something outlandish, like serve me actual feces on a plate or something I have to talk about, you know?
So let me ask you, Andrew, would you leave a bad review if they served you raw chicken? Like, is that the limit?
I actually would because I feel like they're trying to.
I would definitely in the moment be like, hey, this is raw. I don't know if it's issue, but like you're putting out raw chicken like something's fucked. I don't know if I'd leave like a Google review about that. Maybe.
I'm surprised the reviews even do anything.
Did that happen to you recently?
No, it happened to me at Arby's, though, about a year ago. They served me a piece of raw chicken.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucking revolting, and I ate it too, so I didn't know it was raw.
Seems to happen to you a lot.
Yeah, I do definitely have some bad restaurant experiences, more so than you guys seem to have. Like the Hard Rock one doesn't even register with me.
What's your plan when you get a bad restaurant experience? Because I feel like you're in that fucking nebulous zone of there's one. So you're not really hungry, but your meal is terrible. You still want to eat something, you know?
Oh wait, what? If it's raw chicken, that's the thing.
Yeah, after I realized it's raw, I didn't eat it.
You know, do you power it down? Do you just eat the edible? Yeah.
Yeah, that depends on how hungry you are.
Well, it also depends if you're with company. If you're really hungry, you can't really leave because they're enjoying their meals or whatever. But if I was on my own, like, yeah, I would enjoy it. I would probably be like, yo, this meal isn't great.
Is that how you would say it? Yo, this this meal isn't great.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Why? Very lackluster food, but then again, it's like, 11 p.m. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? It's either this or you go to bed hungry. You go whatever.
Room service is like legitimately a scam. It's like $100 or $90 for like $30 food.
Charlie, tell us a good restaurant experience. If the Hard Rock doesn't register, give me one that you think about, like, vividly.
Well, the Hard Rock doesn't register because it wasn't as, like, noticeably. It's not something that stands out as being one of my works. Do you want, like, an actual, like, awesome one or, like, a good one that's, like, this place is amazing?
No. A good bad story. A good story.
So you're asking for his worst.
Yeah, you're asking for my worst, but asking it is my best. It's very confusing.
Yeah, I said give me a good one. Give me, like, a good story.
The best story.
I had something similar to Jackson, and it happened at Perkins, so I brought him up. Perkins, and I had this place at all my friends.
God damn.
Something I've done for years. I always try and get people enlightened with that.
That's the one.
Yeah, and we all went to Perkins. It was kind of late, like 9 p.m. or something. And I was like, all right, you guys gotta get the potato pancakes. And it was at the USF campus, which is a college campus nearby. So I thought it'd be like much quicker because, college kids and shit. But we get there, it's like 9 o'clock. We order it. Hour goes by, still nothing. We haven't seen the server all fucking night past getting waters, so no refills or anything. So one of us flags down the server when we see her come back, and then apparently she never even put in our order. So then we're like, sorry, can you put in our order now? And she's like, yeah, I want it. So she goes back, she puts in her potato pancake order, and like 35 minutes goes by, and we're like, okay, maybe we should check on it. So we flag her down again, and she's like, what do you mean? I just quit on the spot. She was like fucking bottom line. She didn't even know what we were talking about the second time around. She's gaslighting you. That one was really embarrassing because I hyped it up so much for all
Yeah,
of us.
I was gonna say that's like the worst thing. That's the worst feeling when you hype something up to your friends, like you talk about how something's so amazing, and then they come back before you go do it, and it's just fucking it sucks.
Yeah,
And you're like, damn, this sucks.
How big was your group?
There was only like 3 of us. It wasn't huge, but pretty big.
That's not even a group. That's just
friends.
Yeah. So did you just give up and just walk out?
Well, yeah, we weren't going to serve Andrew, I'll tell you right now. If we stayed there till 4 a.m., we wouldn't have seen a morsel of food.
I'm well aware of that fact, but did you maybe talk to a manager? Did you maybe do anything else? Did you leave?
Did you ask for a different server?
No, we just left.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
By that point, it had already been so long.
You should have called their helpline.
That's why she walked all over you.
You should have called the restaurant phone number and asked the kitchen director.
You should have placed it to go order and then just walked up to the counter and taken it.
That's on YouTube.
That the to-go order actually might have went hard because this is like an app. Like, there's no way you just forget.
Yeah.
Unless you deleted the app.
Oh, true.
Anyone else have any restaurant stories?
I mean, there's not ones where they're fucked up. My favorite.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it. Actually, good one. Go ahead.
Go. No, you.
I was just gonna say, Andrew, you know that sushi spot that I love to go to, or used to when I lived in downtown, Sushi Ninja?
Oh yeah.
One time I ordered a shrimp sushi thing. I forgot what it was. They don't have it on the menu anymore, probably simply because of me. And what they did, it's like a presentation where they serve you like the entire shrimp, so like head and all, eyeballs, everything. I was like, damn, this is really exotic. So I just started eating the head and the eyeballs. And this server came out and she's like, you really shouldn't do that. So I got very scared.
You're upsetting our other patrons.
And I haven't seen it on the menu since. Apparently you can do that though, so it wasn't like dangerous, it's just ill-advised. You're supposed to just like take that part off, which is a presentation. Damn, I felt fucking primal when I was biting it on fucking shrimp skull and eyeballs. I haven't been there in a while.
you ate like its head though.
I have an interesting related story on that term. So I have a friend who lives in Japan, who I've run into a couple times, and we were visiting in Tampa in Central Florida, and she was hanging out at our place, and we were like, oh, you know, we'll get some lunch. Sushi dinner because it's good. And when we got there, she was like, we heard of this, and I was like, why? So she's a Japanese school teacher, and she said, I want to show my students what American sushi looks like. Because apparently what they serve there is nothing, not even remotely close to actual sushi.
That's sushi ninja?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude, I feel the same way. It's a
Oh, it's not.
It's so sweet.
It's American trash. Yeah.
Sugar syrup.
But it's just funny to me that it's so disconnected that you can show students and be like, look at this. This is what they eat in America. And they'd be like, whoa. Anyway.
What would you go ahead and do, Jackson? Oh, I was just gonna say that too. I think it's only my favorite place because I only ever go there when the person's wrong. It's like 2 a.m. which was like years ago, obviously. But I've had like a fond memories now, like of that because everything tastes incredible and got really drunk. So it probably comes on the last every other time. But I'll be cool with it. I might go there again and see if they can deliver it every time. That's just the one
On that topic, did you have a go-to drunk food?
I did really love it. Pancakes. Andrew, you and I used to go to it. You remember we didn't have the hibachi place and the Jimmy John's.
The Jimmy John's witchy bathroom flood.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I told that story.
Well, Jimmy John's it's absolute trash for your sandwiches. They make awful subs.
Made just even as cheaply as possible. Yeah. So that Jimmy John's is amazing. I don't know if I told the story in the podcast. But we would go there after the bars and get some fucking sandwiches. But one time, I had to piss, and I walked over to the bar, not the bar, the bathroom, and in the back, it was just a flood of piss. Just a pure flood of yellow water from the fucking door all the way to the toilet. It just didn't care at all. They were just in the front making sandwiches while the back of the restaurant is flooding with piss.
It's in the flood. My sandwich, so I was committed. I was ready for the long haul. Yeah, that place is very awesome.
It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
That hibachi place is actually like really good though.
Yeah, that was also really good. When I used to drink pretty hard, my go-to thing, I don't know why, was I would go to Checkers and get chili cheese fries.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and just eat a whole thing of that in one sitting, and it was disgusting and crazy. And dude, when I was drunk, it was the greatest thing I'd ever eaten. Just right. Yeah. Just perfect. Any other restaurant stories you know?
I posted a video in our chat, our topic earlier, I think it was yesterday. There was a fucking giant crash in the NASCAR Cup Series. Did you guys see it? Yeah, I saw it last night. That was crazy. It was fucking nuts. It did like, the car did like 12 flips in the air. I thought it was for sure dead. I was like, there's no way this guy survived that. And apparently he was released from hospital the very next day with just minor injuries. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's impressive how technology has come along with that kind of shit.
Yeah, but like, why isn't it for everyone else? Like, you can do it
Because guys on the road don't earn millions of dollars, Jack.
It also just costs millions of dollars to do that.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah.
It's very expensive technology. Those roll cages have so much that goes into them.
But you can survive that. Just take the
technology to make it cheaper.
That's how that works. That's
It is-
right.
Okay. Let's the high-end graphics cards. Make that like it's kind of hard.
Yeah. They do that, but it takes time in
Yeah.
development, Jackson. You can't just immediately do that.
Oh yeah, but cars have been around for 100 years or so now, right? They were made
My
like
car makes money. Hit that million. That car is earning you millions of dollars.
Alright, so cars are definitely getting safer in general. Yes, they are. There are advancements.
They are objectively getting safer. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But no car out there can survive 7 foot like that.
Yeah. How do you know? You try it. Yeah.
But it's just fucking insane. He just walks away with it. He gets out of the fucking car. It was in the air for like a solid 5 seconds. Like doing flips.
Yeah, because so I'm watching the video now, it's the structure doesn't compromise. So he probably was never hit with anything. Because the cars are designed to keep you super duper stationary. So really, the brother's injuries are probably just he got spun around really fast.
You know, that's why I'm so weird. I don't know, like, snappy. You remember like
Because they keep you totally stationary in those cars. They have like neck. In fact, who was it? Was it Dale? Who's the guy who died? Jeff Gordon?
No,
Did he
Dale
die because he
Dale
had the neck thing?
Yeah, it was Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt, yeah. He got whiplash because they didn't install the neck safety thing and he died. But with the neck safety thing, you're good. It's fine.
I thought the Dale crash was because the car didn't flip around a lot. It just like crashed into a wall basically, which obviously if the car is going super fast and then stops immediately, that's way more dangerous than it being in the air and like doing flips. Yeah, I think it's those like really abrupt stops that cause the most like dangerous stuff. Yeah, because all of the forces then exerted onto the car itself and the person inside.
It's not the speed that kills you, it's the stopping.
Yeah.
That's the old saying.
So maybe if you do get in a car crash in like public or in your car, try it and do as many flips as you can.
Oh, I think it's the slow-mo of this is so beautiful. They should do
It
this
is.
into sports, like Tony Hawk's Pro Crasher or something.
Someone needs to edit this video and put a Tony Hawk combo meter at the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, if it's that safe, might as well. Crash on purpose.
Yeah, it's definitely the safest way to crash it. Just if you're in the process of crashing, try to find like a ramp or something.
How long until that becomes the standard for road vehicles? Oh, I'm in the new Tacoma and it's so safe. I think I'll just crash into this guy and see what happens.
Guys and motorcycles.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any way you're gonna make a motorcycle safe.
Yeah.
Not unless it's one of the ejector seats that detects the crash.
It's like it's like a predictive like calculation or whatever. It detects that you're gonna crash in like 5 seconds and shoots you in the face.
The only the safe
And then
feature
the other car is just hit by a random like personless motorcycle. Like a fucking torpedo.
That would be fucking great. Motorcycles overnight went into like just became the safest vehicles because you just eject yourself and then whatever you do, your motorcycle just becomes a bullet on the road.
What if they just fill the motorcycle with airbags so like puts in a protective bubble so that you crash?
Why don't we turn it into a bubble and you ride the motorcycle from the inside and you like spin around really fast and shit?
Like a hamster wheel?
Yeah.
What if you take the motorcycle and you build like a protective shell around it and maybe put on 2 more wheels as well? And then that would be really secure.
Yeah, you're stupid.
You're sounding really dumb right now.
Well, what if we made it way more unsafe and removed all the wheels and it flew through the air and we had it carry like hundreds of people?
Yeah, 400 people.
Yeah, that would never happen though. That'd be way too unsafe.
Yeah.
Are we done here?
Job well done, boys.
Seems about that time.
Come on, we got one more thing.
One more? Okay, but just for you.
Yeah, let's talk about how fucking BioWare sucks now. They fired 50 people, 50 of the best writers.
Alright, BioWare sucks now because they fired 50 people. What do you guys think of that?
I think I'm for it.
Do you know if it was their best writers?
Well, it was, I don't know if it was their best writers, but it's the writers, a lot of writers that have been around for like 15 years within the company, where like, you know, wrote like Dragon Age Origins and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So what's the reason?
I read the fucking message that the general manager wrote, and it was all just like fucking core post buzzwords and stuff about how they're doing it to unlock more creativity in BioWare. It's going to make them more agile. Just like stupid core post stuff.
Iterate quickly, unlock our creativity, and form a clear vision.
Yeah.
I think it's just we have ChatGPT now. Bye.
Well, no, it means EA is probably going to shut down BioWare after the next release, if I had to guess. It sounds like they downsized. It's fucking crazy how long the dev cycles are now. BioWare hasn't released a game since Anthem, right? Which was 2017.
Oh yeah.
Or was it 2019?
No. I think it was like 2019. Yeah, not 20.
So what was wrong with Anthem? Because that just
Everything.
flopped immensely.
Games are just getting too big and unwieldy. Like, does a game really need 10 years of a development cycle of hundreds of millions of dollars?
What I do?
Who brought in a Eclipse commercial? Last week.
It blows my mind that fucking. The entire Mass Effect trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies of all time, was made in about 6 years. That's 3 games. Mass Effect 3 alone was made in 2 years. And for whatever criticism you have about the ending of Mass Effect 3, which fair enough, the rest of the game was incredible. So that was made in 2 years. And now you can't make a game under like 6 years. Something's like completely broken.
I really hope we are approaching critical mass of this industry, and we're hoping or heading for another crash. It's just too big, too conflated, too. I hope that we just reset.
I mean, it's only growing in terms of revenue, so doubt it.
Yeah.
Kaya just posted numbers the other day about how I think the games industry brings in $240 billion a year, right?
Let's see.
to the movie industry, which is 77 billion, and the music industry at 26 billion.
Yeah, I brought that up ages ago, and you guys said that doesn't sound right, but it is right. Like, the video game industry makes so much more than the other industries.
Because people only ever think of it as like, that can't be right. I mean, League of Legends is big, but it doesn't make that much money. But they completely discount like the Chinese market and mobility and fucking Candy Crush and whatnot.
There's also the fact that it's a continuing revenue stream. If I watch a movie, I have to, I pay for my tickets, I watch the movie, I left. Maybe that movie generates more money off of streaming or whatever the fuck, but then it's done. Whereas with video games, there's microtransactions, there's this, there's that. You can make a shitload of money. I mean, look at current game revenue models. All these battle royales and MOBAs and all this shit. Every month, every couple weeks, they just create something that people buy and then
Oh my god.
Then they pick up one of their studios and get reinvested.
Yeah, I mean, but what do you think is going to happen? I feel like, again, we talked about this, the fact that it's about elongated and no one really knows the difference of
A lot of the people tried.
yeah, maybe they were just sitting around making those fucking TikToks where they just sip lattes and do yoga or something.
I'm sure there was a bit of fat trim, but a lot of these writers that have been there since the start have made massive contributions to the games, and it feels to me like in a Bioware is going to get shut down, or they're pivoting again away from that, because a lot of them are writers that were fired or let go of.
let's have a little sympathy for once. Let's look at this from the perspective of a large corporation. What if those guys they fired were like sex perverts and stuff, and just
Oh,
horrible
yeah.
people?
They were the ones stealing the breast milk.
Oh. We never hear of this perspective where maybe the firing is purely a good thing. They were deviants and they didn't work and they were jerks and they spoke up too much at meetings. Maybe they should just go. Maybe they should be let go.
Maybe they were crunching too hard and it was making EA uncomfortable.
Maybe they were prioritizing the job over their health, and that's just not the BioWare standard.
Yeah, BioWare noticed that they were working too hard.
Yeah, they weren't being fired, they were just being told to go home and rest.
Yeah, Jeremy, I just thought you go see your wife. Gosh, you've been in the office all week. I'm firing you. So you
No, I don't want you working more unpaid overtime. I want you to go home and take an extended vacation. Okay?
What do you mean you're finalizing the microtransactions? Just stop. Go home. Hug your children. The video game industry has our best interest in mind.
Remember when Bungie made a GDC video game development conference 7.5 minutes where they said that they over-delivered bad?
It sets expectations too high, so they refuse to over-deliver.
Yeah, they don't want to make people excited for the games or anything. They just want to do it bad.
Aren't they just something else as well where they were like, yeah, we got nothing.
So they can't even fucking make an armor set each year, but they can make for the Eververse. They're like, yeah, we know we made this armor set in the game each year, but we can't do it. We don't have the resources. Meanwhile, they've posted record profits.
Speaking of remember the Soul Slide and outside Fairwood? Clubs and sensory, but everyone could tell the start
No, yeah, I absolutely understand that it's for other video game development companies and stuff, but that's kind of my point. That's where the industry is. That's what the video game industry wants. They don't want to deliver over the top stuff. They just want to do their minimum and continue to make record profits.
Oh, I have some good news in video games. I know all of you guys have been on the edge of your seats waiting for this direly. The nouveau DRM is now coming to Nintendo games.
Oh my god,
been just clawing at this, you know, aggressively. Run back to move. It must take them so fucking long to figure out what the Nintendo was and how the other was.
What is DR? Probably have figured out maybe what you're doing. They're looking into that.
No. Talk about top-tier protection technologies are officially accessible as authorized on the Nintendo Switch.
Why does Denuvo have like they don't have fans? Why are they trying to make it sound so exciting as well?
Also, why are they trying to make it sound like it works? Denuvo DRM's like the first thing to get cracked on every pirate website ever. It takes them like a couple days at best.
Yeah, a couple of days. Do you know how insanely mind-blowing it is that it takes a couple of days? Keep in mind, Denuvo, when it originally came out, took a while for people to crack. First of all, two, I think there's like maybe a handful of people on the planet that still know how to crack Denuvo. So it is, in terms of DRM, it is the best, quote-unquote, which makes it the most hateable at the same time. Unfortunately, it's also, you know, as all of you are aware, slows the games down significantly, so your Nintendo
Small price to pay for their profits.
Yeah. What was the first game that used it? I know it was a big title.
Was it Dead Space?
I want to say Dead Space, yeah.
It's like the first Dead Space? The very
No, not the first one. I think like Dead Space 3.
But like the third one or something?
Yeah.
And I remember specifically, it took more than a week for it to get cracked, and everybody was mind blown. Like, what the fuck? Since when can we not crack a game in 2 hours?
Ooh, someone just said Assassin's Creed Origins took 6 months to crack. Because it has like 2 DRM software that has
Oh my god.
That is actually insane. I bet they posted record profits on that one just because of that.
Did you reckon?
No chance. The people that are gonna pirate Assassin's Creed are gonna just play it. To be fair, Assassin's Creed Origins I think did make the record profits for the franchise at that time.
Well, because they said we're proud to announce that when you buy the game, you can play it and people can play it legally, and that boosted sales immensely because that's what gamers care about.
I'm gonna look up the franchise sales for Assassin's Creed.
I'm looking at the new Twitter, and every single color is just a smattering of ratios. They don't have a single positive post on their entire account.
Yeah, they don't even have
Everyone hates
Cool, Paul.
everything.
That freaking diamond.
They have a post that doesn't even have any likes on it at all, but tons and tons of comments. Oh my god, it's just like their top line on everything is please go bankrupt. Who thought them having a Twitter was a good idea? This is not where you should be advertising. Holy shit.
Quit breathing my air. Nobody asked for this. Nobody likes me. Fuck off.
Media guy at Denuvo who's just always media. Like, we haven't actually posted anything lost. I'm so tired.
Fucking big. Yeah.
Apparently, the art that they use to promo it is AI generated.
Oh.
Yeah, so they fucking, oh god, people are like, oh yeah, you do this, and yeah, you can't even hire an artist. Holy shit.
Did you guys, I was just looking at these stats. Did you guys know Far Cry 5 is Ubisoft's Warcraft 5, then number 2 is the Crew. What the fuck is the Crew? It's a racing game.
Yeah, and it's heralded by racing fans as really, really good, if I remember correctly.
And then number 3 is For Honor.
Now that's surprising.
That is actually very surprising.
Yeah.
21 million units sold for Honor. I've never heard of anyone playing For Honor.
I remember when it came out, it was really big, but it lasted for like 2 days, and then everyone went, "Yep, it's pretty stale, pretty basic, done."
That's just, I thought Assassin's Creed was the best. It had a fucking motion movie made.
Is Splinter Cell anywhere out there?
No. Probably not. They haven't had a release game since Conviction, right?
I guess the industry is that much bigger, because Splinter Cell used to be the golden child for Ubisoft for a long time.
Yeah, no, it's not anywhere on this list.
Oh,
Tom Clancy's, isn't it?
Rainbow Six, yeah.
Yeah. Rainbow Six. What's the division?
It is
Division of the Fall.
one or two.
It's another one.
So everyone forgot the Division 2 exists, right?
Yeah.
I never hear about that game. The first Division, yeah, had a lot of hype. Heard of it. I played it, but Division 2, I don't think I've heard a single person talk about, but it's been out for a while.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Division 1, but yeah, Division 2 is so around.
Kaya's gameplay. Yes, Kaya.
Well, all you guys are talking about there, I took a look at Conviction and it's a company called Your Day for definitely they do a lot of different things, including Nintendo Switch emulator protection. Protect your Nintendo Switch games and your valuable income against PC emulators. Emulating Nintendo Switch games on PC is easy, and there are almost 4,500 of them available at present. Some gamers emulate titles on their release date, playing them without spending a penny. By protecting your game with our solution, you force all players to buy it. This is the actual language they use on the promotional setting.
They sound nice, actually.
It's very honest. They don't even speak it's not you and message and trying to look nice. No, they force the players to buy it.
Well, they're not active. Like, consumers don't talk about other video games. They're like marketing to them. Talk to.
Oh no, not on the Twitter page. This is their website. I'm on your definitely.com. But yes, this is obviously
Let's sell it to us. Let them go. Oh boy. Alright, that's gonna do it for this week. If you want more better content, head on over to Pink.
Always like building stuff. I always wanted to be good at mechanics.
podcast. We are recording this at the ungodly hour of 10 in the morning, so I'm far too tired to contribute. So instead, I'm going to set my two lovely co-hosts, Jackson and Charlie, up for the debate of the century. Starfield. Go.
God, it fucking sucks. I can't believe you like it, Charlie. Don't you ever slander me like that again. Unbelievable. So, in a nutshell, this is going to be kind of like a mental health evaluation for Jackson because he loves Starfield.
I'm not the only one that likes the game. It's not a mental health evaluation. And I want to preface this by saying I completely understand where like all the complaints are coming from. There are definitely criticisms of stuff. It's not a perfect game. I'm not even playing this.
Yeah. Can you even name one, or are you that much in the room?
No, it's very Bethesda. It's like Bethesda to improve. They haven't made any kind of like real leaps forward in terms of game design. So if you played Starfield, it has to be the exact same package, just in Starfield code, sci-fi code. Which for many people, myself included, since it's been like 8 years since the last Bethesda game, like I'm not beyond that there's no innovation.
I feel like if they didn't have Bethesda on the title, it would be a very outspoken about like the lack of innovation or lack of change over the last decade.
So would the entire game
I don't think so. I don't have like a strong belief in Bethesda. I don't know, maybe it's like my love of sci-fi, or it's hitting the right time.
It sounds more like a low expectation. Because from all the feedback that I've seen, it looks at the
Yes. That is why I can't stand this company. Everything is experienced, no matter which part of the spectrum it comes from. If it's really janky, really shittily put together, really flawed, really bad, then people go, oh, that's just Bethesda, they just have those problems. So it's still perfect, it's still amazing.
There's nothing bad. Like I think everything in the game is fine. Like I really do. Like there's nothing that's bad, and it's just aggressively the exact same thing right for the last 10 years.
And they've been really aggressively fine for 15, 20 years. How long until people start to say, wait, this actually kind of sucks, that we've just been spoon-fed the same shit over and over and over again?
So, like I said, I'm enjoying it. I would like there to be more innovation, but it's not like it's detrimental to my experience. And I think the main thing is like why that is
That'll be
because the first game like this every single year, and I was bombarded.
okay. No, fuck. She's here. I don't know. Guys, she's just putting herself. Oh, she.
Way more offended by that. Like with Pokemon. Considering that it's like, yeah, it's been 8 years and people are like Fallout 4 was the last game that I probably played from Bethesda Softworks. Like, I don't know, it's really fine.
They had Fallout 76.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And also, that's what happens when Bethesda steps out of their comfort zone.
But even then, Jackson, so if the biggest selling point is it's a new IP and it's a new, fresh take from Bethesda, the problem is, from what I've read, the story is god-awful. And one of the worst, most boring Bethesda stories they've ever had. It seems to me, from what I've read, everything that makes Starfield unique and specific outside of it's a Bethesda game is bad. Like, the combat is clunky, the story is not.
The combat is far more improved than previous
Yeah, the
games.
combat's fine. It's just the exact same combat for the last 10 years. It's not as buggy or janky.
Well, I remember hating
better.
Bethesda combat, so if it's not changed, I probably would hate it.
No, it is way better. It is far less clunky. Now, Fallout 4 combat was way more clunky than this. They have made improvements there. It could still be better for sure, but it's an area where they have improved. Story-wise, I got invested pretty quickly into it. I don't know necessarily why. I will say the dialogue isn't like great. but the overall story itself, I think, is compelling and interesting.
So this is something that I got Jackson in the therapist seat with and got to the bottom of. There isn't a single sci-fi story Jackson doesn't like.
Oh, there absolutely is.
There
I
isn't.
wouldn't. You're misremembering. There absolutely is.
Name a sci-fi story or setting you don't like.
Well, currently Star Wars.
That's not fair. You love Star. It used to be your favorite.
I
property.
love.
You've just been done with it because it's become so
Yeah.
formulaic and bad. But you
You've been-
you loved it, Star Wars.
So what your actual question is, name a sci-fi universe you've always hated or disliked.
That's fine, or just literally any of them you don't like is still the same.
No, it's not, because I just answered that. I currently don't like Star Wars. That's a perfectly fine answer.
But it's not like you didn't like
You
Star
can't
Wars.
make the goal.
Okay, fine. Name what
The
you
only
only
reason I don't like it currently is because you loved it.
Yeah.
To begin with, you know, it's horrible.
No, I think if I was going completely blind, I'd never heard of Star Wars before. I don't think it wouldn't do it for me because it feels so Star Wars.
You still love most of Star Wars. You just don't like the new Disney ones, like the shows and shit. But you still love the Star Wars world and overall lore of it.
Okay. Yeah, someone in chat actually made a good suggestion. Star Trek. Star Trek's something that I've never connected with.
Have you ever watched Star Trek?
Yeah, I've tried multiple times. It's just never connected with me. Something about it feels plasticky. I don't know.
It's because it's not really actiony. It's more kind of a drama. It's different tastes.
Yeah, maybe I just haven't gotten far enough to be interested, but yeah, it didn't do it for me. But that's I will concede that. I will give you the point. I have a
That's
soft
what I
spot
mean.
for sci-fi. I'm not sure necessarily like what point they're trying to make there. Is that I like a genre.
When you like anything in the genre, point. So it's like you have to really try very hard to make something sci-fi that you don't.
Sorry, nurse.
Yeah, I disagree. It's definitely like sci-fi movies and movies that
Hey.
people that want that.
You're dismissing the people who get deep into roleplay. For example, people who play EVE online and have actual full spreadsheets of just their markets and shit. People really sometimes just like playing a game to just live in the game. I could totally see people in Starfield, you know, just set that shit to autopilot and then run like on the menu and get that stuff. If you don't use the fast travel, then the deployment doesn't load and it doesn't. There's no sense of role-playing exploration there.
It seems like it would be a massive amount of development undertaking for something that a very small amount of people.
No, it's not. I can tell you right now, literally all they have to do is have a loading trigger when they get close enough to the planet to deload everything else and load all the textures and collision of the planet. I know this is Bethesda about game development.
Confirm you get that quick. That was the biggest armchair game dev statement ever.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like I worked as a software developer for 3 years or something.
That is true.
Yeah.
If anyone would know, it would be.
Now, the groundwork, yes, that's a lot of work. Oh, we have to install the collision. Oh, we have to calculate physics, blah, blah, blah. But once you have that in place, which they do because they have the engine, just put a flag that says if you're in this proximity of the planet, load all the things required for that planet. Load the textures, load the collision, load all
Doesn't
that.
actually change it because that would just be on the last screen and then you're there.
But see, modern games that are good and made by competent
Here's your
teams know
blanket.
how to do that without saving the
Thanks.
black. And putting the things on the big screen. You see it in games all the time. I'll give you an example. Arkham Asylum, the game I've been replaying lately, when you're going into a new room, it has a little in-world explanation for why the door takes a while to open. So sometimes that unlocks the door and fades to black and loads. That's for giant area transitions. But a lot of the time when it's transitioning different areas, he'll stand in front of the door and he'll be like, scanning security clearance. And in the game, in 4, it's like, they're scanning Batman to make sure he can go through the door. And it makes sense. But what the game's actually doing is loading the next area and deloading the area behind you. And it makes
Like you
it
say, the elevators.
Yeah, elevators and that.
Charlie games
Yeah.
where you go across slow ledges and stuff like that.
Right.
They're all loading.
The point is, if you're smart, there are 1,000 ways to hide loading screens. God of War did it with the cliffs. You spent all that time listening to the top because of them loading the like, modern good games do very good jobs at this. Whereas Bethesda goes, no, just fade it to black, put the loading screen, and when it's done, load it. And all they do is put that there. They could have even done that. You get close to the planet, it fades to black, loads it, and comes back. But they didn't even do that. They didn't do anything. They're just
What
loading.
if you roleplay, since you're in first person, what if you roleplay that every time there's a loading screen, it's just your characters closing your eyes?
Like smart, yeah. You can make your own. He has narcolepsy, he just falls asleep randomly. You're a genius, you fixed every problem with Bethesda.
I'm trying to think, like, let's think about having where, like, let's say you're trying to enter a building, and that's a loading screen in current, like, Bethesda games. You try to open the door, and then there's a loading screen. How do they pull that off then?
So, you know, you think the black when you're loading a new giant area. When I went to White Run in when I clicked on the door and figured it back, and I had to load all of White Run. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. It's a giant area. But for incidental things, you deload what the player doesn't see when they don't see it. You should watch a video on how they do perspective of game cameras where the world around you, you might think it's always there, but the game only ever reveals what you're looking at. So if there's a tree in front of your player and then you turn the camera 180 degrees, that tree is gone. It's in memory. The game knows it's there and anything that interacting with your player happens, but you don't see it. It doesn't visibly exist. and that saves the processing time from rendering the actual image and the physics and all that shit. You did not a lot of shit, that whole debacle of always making a terrible game with the program, because every NPC in his game was visible and active at all times.
Yeah.
So the game was just incredibly fucking laggy and CPU intensive, because he's making characters, for example, on the other side of the map, he's like showing them walking around and time it and point at the list and go, oh, at this time they're here, so now when the player gets there, we're going to show them that. You know, otherwise a game is just not going to run when it has any level of modern graphics and overhead. But Bethesda doesn't understand that,
What
I
the
guess.
hell was I trying to
And,
craft?
this has been primary principle for the last, like, 20 years.
It's not just Bethesda. I feel like all games currently are releasing in unoptimized states or states where the performance is just shocking. So
Yeah.
it's an industry-wide thing.
It is definitely an industry-wide lax standard for quality, but also Bethesda's had that lax standard of quality for who knows how many fucking years. You know?
We know exactly how many years. Over 2.
What in your opinion, Andrew, what was their last good game? Can't do it, can you?
I really can't. I really can't, because I'm one of those people that didn't like Fallout 3. And
You didn't like Morrowind?
I tried it. I didn't get into it, but I don't think I hated it. You know what? I'll say Oblivion was actually pretty good. That was them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Skyrim, I think, are great. I like
Yeah.
Fallout 3. I didn't even hate Fallout 4 like most people actually liked it.
Yeah, Oblivion was pretty solid, I'd say.
I want you to say one nice thing about Todd Howard.
He is a great salesman. He can trick people into buying anything.
He is so extremely charismatic as a video game developer. When he walks out on the stage with his beautiful hair and he's like, you know, leather jacket and stuff, it just makes me want to pre-order the game right then and there.
Just I told you, like, I ran into people in real life telling me how much they want to get Todd Howard their money.
He's a man, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity.
He is.
Even my girlfriend knows about Todd Howard now because I talk about him so much.
That's on you.
He's probably my favorite. He's probably my favorite figure in the game industry.
I'll give him a genuine compliment. He did what Mark Zuckerberg has still not done. He is the face of his company and is just incredibly good at selling it and making it look better than it is. Whereas Mark, when he tries to do the same thing, just ruins Facebook's image every time.
Do you consider him like a Peter Molyneux? He was the dude that did the video game, and he'd always come out and make these bold promises about the game that just never fucking materialized.
Was he the one, when talking about one of the fables, he was like, we have over 1,000 endings. Is that him?
That's probably him. That guy he was loved for a little while, and then everyone hated him later. That's his line.
He just lies. He just lies. He doesn't like. He's not even selling it. Yeah. I don't think he's ever played like a game. He just sells it because he plays. He came out. I remember this one like demonstration he did for I think it was like Fable 2 or something. And he came out and started making like these wild claims about how great the game was going to be.
Oh.
And then he went to demonstrate it on the screen, and the screen wouldn't turn on. And he was just flustered. He didn't know what to do. And he couldn't figure out how to turn on the screen, so we never got to see what he was actually selling.
I have a clarification on that quote. The exact quote is, we have over 200 endings, and that's not an exaggeration. And guess what? That's a Todd Howard quote. Todd Howard said that about Fallout 3. And guess how many endings that game had?
200.
One! And then they made DLC. Pretty cool.
Who had multiple endings in Fallout 3? I don't remember.
You could have a slideshow at the end that changed, but the actual plot only ever ended one way.
Yeah.
You find it, and then he brings you a thing, and then you have to either you or some other lady go in and save the world, or shoot a guy in the face. That's the story. But then the slideshow at the end is like,
That's gonna do it for the start of rant of this podcast, I guess. Kai, are you gonna play it?
Maybe? I don't know. So it's out now officially, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But you're gonna want to.
You should still pre-order if you want.
I mean, I could give it a shot and maybe fun it if it's not fun, but I don't like the idea of loading screen.
Just do your
I'm not paying a monthly fee.
Matt bought it within the first 2 hours. He's like, Jesus, and he refunded it.
Good for him.
You didn't like it?
No, again, if you're tired of the Bethesda formula, you're probably not going to like it. That's just the
Yeah, I like the... Sorry, go. Sorry. No, I was gonna say I did like Skyrim, but I'm the opposite of Jackson. I don't like sci-fi in my games.
Really?
Yeah.
I like sci-fi a lot.
Big Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
But you fucking hypocrite. What do you mean you like sci-fi a lot? You're getting on me for like sci-fi.
Yeah, but I don't just like forgive it because it's sci-fi. Like, can you, like, I can't understand the cool thing about the story in Starfield. Yeah, you like, rave about it.
Well, but it's like
It's something something unique about it.
Let's do the avatar test for Jackson. Jackson, name a character who isn't the main character in Starfield.
Sarah Morgan.
Is that an important character, Charlie?
I mean, every character is important depending on how deep you want to go. There is a lot. There's a lot you can do with characters. But name something nice about the story, Jack. Give me cool plot points.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything.
No, you don't know. This is fucking lame.
Spoiler warning for anyone listening. Kai and I don't give a shit. For the love of God, spoil it, please.
Just give me one story.
Okay.
That you like. You love the Vanguard storyline, so tell me about it. What do you like about it?
Oh, there's a scene like where you send outposts from these giant beasts called Terramorphs, and eventually you go back to Atlantis and you go and meet the president of the planet, and you try to convince them that the Terramorphs are a real threat. And then while she's like dismissing you and telling you you're fucking stupid for believing like the Terramorphs are an actual threat, the whole planet is invaded by Terramorphs, and then she's desperately pleading with you to save them from the Terramorphs. And so then you gotta go kill them.
It sounds like a Naked Gun skit. How could that possibly have happened?
It's like, it seriously was like 9/11 but with Terramorphs. Like the whole base shut down, there was like screaming and like enormous explosions heard from outside. And then she's like, oh my god, it must be the Terramorphs. And so then you have to go outside and peacefully knock out civilians who are attacking you because they're like not created by the
Do you have to peacefully knock them out? Can you kill them?
You can kill them, I'm sure. But I didn't want to upset Sarah Morgan.
It's like a fifth grader wrote it. There was a really bad group called the Terramorphs, and we've never ever seen them. And then there's an explosion. Oh my god, it's the Terramorphs!
I'm not doing it justice. It was actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, you're definitely
I can't do justice to such high concepts as terrible terrorism.
Oh man. That's so good.
No, but it's been funny.
The only thing about terrorist aliens Terramorphs is like calling your villain dark and serious.
Well, so I think the Terramorphs were originally created by the humans as
I mean, it's so easy to use, but it just sucks.
they went rogue or something, I guess, or we couldn't control them anymore. So now they're back to the vengeance.
What a unique story.
That's
Very cool.
That's not the main. That's not the main story. That's just a faction.
No, the main story is so much worse than that.
Summarize the main story in a sentence or two. What's it about?
It has nothing to do with Terramorphs.
Well, yeah, for like the first hour, it's collect these mysterious artifacts for your boys and girls club, and then you start to piece together why they're so mysterious, why so many people might want them.
Is it like the Infinity Stones?
Kind of.
The only thing is Thanos show up and just you have to fight him with the Avengers, because that'd be a cool game.
It's the only thing standing in between us and the Terramorphs.
And then you could play as a teenage girl who gets to meet the Avengers and hacks Tony Stark's computer.
Yeah, it could be worse. This could be Avengers.
Yeah, I guess it's something else.
It could be worse. It could be a story about AI going rogue in the galaxy.
I'm sure that's in there somewhere. I'm just gonna get to it. You can't do a sci-fi game without AI going rogue.
That's true.
Yeah. Andrew, do you have anything you want to tell me right now, directly?
Oh yeah, I do. I actually forgot. Thank you. ExpressVPN is the thing that you need to be using when you're on the internet. Whether you're surfing for content locked in your region based on your streaming services, or you want to play the newest Bethesda game but realize I shouldn't give these fucking hack frauds money, I should play it some other way, wink wink. Well, ExpressVPN is going to be the exact tool you need when going on websites that you might want to be a little careful about checking out. ExpressVPN is rated #1 by CNET and TechRadar. It'll work on your phone, laptop, even your router, so that way anyone who connects to your Wi-Fi will be protected. You're going to get a double whammy of VPN service with these guys. You're going to have your data encrypted and protected from people snooping around all over the internet for information, as well as unlocking your region to access all the streaming content and other region-based goodies on the internet that you could ever imagine. This might come as a shock to you listening, but one of our hosts literally needed ExpressVPN for this show to keep going for a good long while, and that's a very fun tale of intrigue that we'll likely never have time for. But what we have time for right now is to remind you to protect your online privacy by visiting expressvpn.com/official today. Instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is going to be hooking everyone up with game day greatness, and you're going to have a bunch of offers every single game day this September. But the only way you're going to get those offers is by checking them out through us and going to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download now and use code OFFICIAL to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That's code OFFICIAL only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. And now I have a fun little disclaimer to read. Everyone loves these. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, to 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Dog, the one piece of live action is probably my anime.
Has been in our DNA since the beginning. Our passion for driving is
In Connecticut, you can call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Born in Ontario. cdkng.co/football for eligibility terms and responsibility gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. See, that was painless. It's like when you get shot at the doctor and they give you a lollipop afterward. DraftKings Sportsbook, code official.
I got lost in the
No, I added that part so everyone would feel better.
Thank you.
Yes. I have another topic if we need another one. It's up to you guys. What are these? studio that made everyone's favorite video game, the Saints Row reboot, is closing, being shut down. And I can't believe this could possibly happen. Crazy, right?
Because you never you happy or upset.
I don't know. I guess when you take a beloved franchise for goofy, over-the-top gangster shenanigans and make it about millennials whining about student loans, it doesn't sell very well.
I don't think anyone's surprised. I think, but I am sad to see them go. They had some incredible games. But
When you make a bad game,
I think it's putting down an old dog at this point, you know? Like, there were some great times, good memories, but that new Saints Row was such a bad sign for things to come.
it's not just that though. They've had a few previous singers as well, so I think it's just one too many. So they got put down.
What else did they make?
I'm sure the Saints Row games before this, Saints Row 1 and 2, and
Wasn't there a Red Faction game that was really bad?
Armageddon. Yeah, it was really bad.
yeah. So how come they make the first 4 Saints Row games and those were okay, and then this new one was so cringy?
I don't know.
Was it a whole
Oh, they
game?
made Red Faction 2. What the fuck? I love that game. They made
Red
the
Faction.
Faction game. Oh, man. Okay, I'm sad now.
Red Faction Drew, I still think is one of the most impressive games that's like ever come out. I love that game so fucking much.
Wow, yeah, they did used to make great stuff. What happened?
Yeah, and just the Saints Row like original trilogy is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, 2 and 3. 1 was very good. Did you guys play the Red Faction demo at all before it released? I remember that was like one of the demos in the Xbox 360 that I would just constantly play. Let's see if I remember.
No, but I remember very fondly playing Red Faction Guerrilla with my friends, and then we go into the Xbox arcade for the once a week 1 vs 100. Oh my god, it was so fun.
I remember back in the day, Red Faction 2 was a PlayStation 2 game that I run from Blockbuster, and it was super fucking cool because their marketing gimmick was destruction and destructibility, which back then was like, holy shit. So one of the ways they teach that to the player is there'd be a door, and it'd be like, card key needed, like, get the card key, you idiot, like, typical shooter shit. But instead, you take a grenade launcher and you blow the wall open next to it, and you just walk around the door. And it was all, like, dynamic. It was fucking amazing.
The Sledgehammer Gorilla.
The destruction in Guerrilla is still unmatched, even today. Fucking 14 years later.
I get why it's computationally expensive and difficult to pull off, but why aren't there like developers trying it more? It's so fucking
What I said to you, Jackson, games are too expensive now, and they know games are going to sell regardless, so they don't have to put in that kind of work.
I guess. I don't know. But I think a game is still better than destruction.
I mean, it's not going to make a difference. Look at Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood is legitimately a downgrade in every possible way to Left 4 Dead 1, and yet it's still so fun. And it's that way because they didn't need to put in a ton of work. People were going to buy it regardless.
Yeah.
So why put in all the extra attention to detail?
People are, I don't understand the premise of this album because people are going to buy it regardless, sure. But if you make it good and you put in interesting features like destruction, people will buy it more. A good game will always sell better long term than a bad game.
Will they? You sure? Look at Starfield.
Well, I like it. So, come on with this.
Let's say it does, which I think it should, but that's not always the case. But even if it does, it's still a gamble you take because that has for like 6 months of development time, a lot more time in order to do all of that. So for most studios, it's not worth that risk for the potential better sales when they can just guarantee sales with minimal effort.
No, you're depending on the fact that like it's a established franchise as well though. Like Back 4 Blood, you had a developer that they did stuff with that, right?
No, that's such a fucking lie. Watch the Cloudcat video. Only like 6 people in the entire team touched Left 4 Dead.
But they marketed it on the basis that they developers of Left 4 Dead. you're making an entirely new AAA game for whatever reason, but like that happens once, well, it's not really but like if you are making an entirely new AAA game, surely you want to have something like that niche to rely on at least, like immense destructibility. I think that would be a compelling selling point.
It was a selling point for a while. Battlefield 4 or Bad Company 2, whichever one.
No, it was too low at first. No, but I remember 4 had
Okay, it might have been 3, it might have been Bad Company 2, started Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution. I think it was 4. You have the skyscraper that crashes down.
Right, but then their entire marketing was, hey, look at the destruction, it's fucking crazy. And it worked. Like, it had a lot of people loved it. It was a good game overall. And people loved it. I loved 4. I played the fuck out of 4. It's one of my most played games ever.
I love Bad Company.
Also very good. Yeah, that's very good.
Which was destruction needs to be added to games.
As much as I love being a dead horse, that was a big complaint with 2042 from both me and fans. It just didn't have destruction. You just couldn't blow shit up anymore.
There was like very little interactivity. I think it's the destruction is yeah, it's that interactive nature of the game. Changing the environment. That's why Minecraft is so
You want to know what I don't understand though? So going back to Red Faction Umbrella, that game only took them what, like 3 years to make or something, probably less. And it's so technically impressive compared to anything that comes out today that takes fucking 6 years to make. So like, how does that work? Like, how is it even possible that it takes far longer for games to come out
Too
now
many moving parts.
while being less?
It's too many moving parts. Take, for example, the God of War original trilogy. Those games came out relatively quick compared to one another. It's because you're working with much simpler hardware, much less memory implementations. The graphics are far simpler, and also the fidelity's lower. All these parts, and not only that, but the sequels are reused assets out the ass. Yeah, you design a new environment, you make a new weapon, but your character model is the exact same. This is the exact same. This is the exact same. So there's a lot of ways you can just copy and paste it. Whereas if you take God of War 2019 and Ragnarok, they barely reuse anything, and it's all these gigantic assets that take a long fucking time to build. Compare the world design to the original God of War to the new game, and it's like in the new games you look out and you see this vast expanse of textured places and physics and effects and graphics, and in the old games, yeah, but it was like hallway or maybe a simple swamp, maybe a cliffside, but it was far more limited in what you had to see, you know.
Tech and creative stuff in video games has absolutely quadrupled since those games back in the late 2000s. But I do feel like there's some like issues on like a management and company level that are being used as well. It does feel like there's organizational issues in current games than there were back then.
We are in bloat. You know, the industry's in bloat. We've gone from games that were 50, 60 people teams to now 2, 3, 400 people teams and $100 million projects.
I think that's many.
It's too big. The industry is too big. I'm shocked we haven't had a crash yet because it's just so fucking big.
I don't believe that a crash is in sight when the industry is still making more than every other entertainment industry combined, and that's growing. It doesn't seem like we're very much in danger currently. Maybe eventually, but it's pretty good for these companies currently.
I guess people would actually get tired of games, and that's just not going to happen. There are fads in the industry that crash, like there was the gaming, music industry gaming crash, like Rock Band, Party World died. There was the VR crash, there was the motion control crash, like all that shit is dead. But
year's been incredibly entertaining, but like, how are we feeling if this year has been the best year of the maybe it is.
We are getting older. I've noticed that my time has meant a lot more to me compared to that. Like, if I pick up a game and it goes, okay, if you grind this for 2 hours, then it'll get really fun. I say, fuck that. Whereas a kid, I used to be like, I better get started. Oh boy, only 2 hours till it's great.
I hate that fucking argument. I've always hated that argument where if, like, just think about the first 10 hours, then fix it.
Yeah, the One Piece.
Actually, gonna play the style. I feel so attacked. It's not the looking for me from the beginning. If it didn't catch me in the first 2 hours, I would have actually fucking. I mean, it's so hungry to it. Hey, it was totally buzzable. What were you saying? Andrew, fire?
Oh, I don't think it's kind of crash, but I guess they're going to be so much fun at it. I'm getting rid of most of the symptoms to get it first thing. I'm getting rid of maybe 80% of the cars doing the thing. I'm replacing a bucket of them with AI too. And AI tools. I mean, how many writers are you really going to need in the boardroom to write shit like, oh, I cannot pay my student loans, right? Yeah, AI can do that with just the instruction of, hey, how would a zany millennial talk who's a bum and has no job?
And it's
Exactly like that.
It's funny that there are jobs like that that are outsourced to boards and teams when really it just takes one person with a good idea. I'll use my hot dog fanboy as an example. Hideo Kojima makes these games. He makes these games that are just, here's a stupid idea I have. And for the most part, they rein him in because they know what he really wants. And pretty much every game he's made has been a huge, incredibly successful hit.
Yeah, it's the same thing as the music industry. Like lyric writers, whenever you look at a very popular pop star's lyrics, like Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande, all the songs have like credits of 40 writers. And they repeat the lyrics, and it's the same work repeated.
Same crap, yeah.
This is stuff you
It's gonna be that they just didn't like see the idea.
That's my point. That's my point. When you look at games that come out now, AAA games that have like half a decade's worth of development time and $500 million of budget, to do kind of those kind of stuff sucks. You got how did this happen? This many people have this much money to work this long on this game, and it's still kind of crummy.
Oh my fuck.
It's just a lot of people sitting around.
It's too many chefs in the kitchen, and they flatten the ideas out. But if you have one person spewing their ideas, it's going to be very much towards them, and you're going to get a lot of their personality and their thoughts. But if you have a bunch of people spewing their ideas, they're only going to agree where they agree. So it's going to flatten things out. It's going to take away some of the uniqueness, some of the edge. It's going to make it more whatever, you know. There's a reason that indie games often have, not often, but can have games that just have really out there weird fucking stories and ideas. Because the creator just goes, here's the idea that I'm going to make it. Okay, I'm doing it. Whereas if you're a AAA game, you're not allowed to do that. There's too much money on this line. There's too many markets you have to hit. You literally can't, you know.
Have you guys seen Steam is now rejecting small developers if they use AI in their games?
Yeah, I think they said that from day one.
And they're gonna have to change these rules, right? Some guy on Reddit said, oh, he worked on a game with his design in the game for 2.5 years. He then had a lot of the game was completely optional. They didn't turn on, he would have said anything for the level by default. Completely optional. You give it your ChatGPT token, API token, and if you do so, you can name it on. like they're gonna have to walk this back, right? They can't just reject a technology like AI, especially when companies like Nvidia are already leaning really into it. Because remember the presentation, the Nvidia CEO made with the hole-in-the-wall sushi shop. That was very bad, but nonetheless, if a company like
They know it's bad at the beginning.
of course it's going to suck at the very beginning, but nonetheless the point is more so like the graphics developer, the graphics card manufacturer is promoting this stuff to game developers. At some point Ubisoft is going to use this, Bethesda is going to use this, CD Projekt Red is going to use this, Steam is going to use all of those games. So I think so.
No. Yeah, that's not gonna last.
I think until then it's going to be these little like small-time indie developers who are going to get caught in this law and a lot of these rules until it changes.
Steam's rules are law.
Yeah, it's very interesting how that's going to shape out in the next few years. Where do you find that line?
My biggest advice would be don't add AI to your game and instead add destruction. Nobody.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And revolution. That's one more games.
I don't know why this. I don't know why this so good. Too expensive. I don't consume games. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate your ideas.
I hate you and your ideas.
Not for nothing, I hate your franchise that has disrupted the markets from the very beginning. To their
It was. No, you're absolutely right.
even the 3D one, which was pretty unique at the time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And how's Worms going now?
It's not going well.
I agree. The Team 17 has let them down. Somehow they're still going to shut down. They should make one bad game and they immediately get the fucking boot on their neck. But Team 17 is now going to instead Worms game. And there's no
I would like to see like an open world Worms game where it's just Worms but an open world with all that destructibility. It's like a destructible game.
Is there a battle royale with world destructibility in the sense? Finals.
That's from X Battlefield game.
It is. That's why it was accepted. I hope it's fucking good. I watched it. I wasn't around. Like, I didn't have time. Like,
You weren't around for a whole month.
well, no, it was 3 weekends.
No, it was. I think it was like actually 3 weeks long.
I thought it was 3. Maybe I just didn't play it on video. I thought it was just a weekend or two, and I just coincidentally wasn't home.
That was on for a while. I mean, that was what?
Okay, well, I played it. It was really fun. I didn't play it because of the fucking game. No, I feel it's good though.
I am not.
If it's following the Battlefield model, it's going to be a horrendously buggy beta, followed by a horrendously buggy first month, and then after that it'll work great and be amazing.
Well, at least it's
shooting the
Oh
windows
shit,
and
I'm
shit.
dying to
Yeah,
skeleton.
going up like a huge entire skyscraper. See, that's we're walking and add destruction to everything. You end up with cracked out craters. We go on there's a limit to ambition.
I think the problem is graphical fidelity, man. People just require the game to work super fucking good these days. I would gladly take a game that looks shittier if it means the gameplay and mechanics are amazing.
No, you love the classy graphics and shit. The brain can't handle too much complicated gameplay.
I think the market's there though. Take Battlefield Remastered.
No, I can't. I'm not
Fun and literally designed to look like Roblox was really, really popular when it came out. Still is.
Actually, Roblox in general is like the biggest, I don't know, convincing argument you could make for games. Some shit is still being successful.
Yeah, Roblox and Minecraft are like the biggest fucking things ever. Yet it was like,
Well, Minecraft, I don't think was like.
no, it's stylized.
Minecraft is a style. It's not. It wasn't like a technical
Yeah.
choice.
It's simple. It's simple.
I didn't play Minecraft and go, oh, this game looks bad. But with Roblox, I'm like, this game looks bad.
Roblox is for children, and
Yeah.
specifically kids don't give a fuck how their games look if they're playing on their iPads that their fucking alcoholic mommy gave them to make them shut up.
That got so real. So real.
Roblox runs in a web browser as well, whereas Minecraft originally ran in Java and then on consoles and shit. Yeah. So, well, I mean, Minecraft does not look bad. It has a style. But it's a very simplistic style. My point is, I would gladly take games where the graphics are just there to serve the game, and the focus is on the mechanics. Like, give me a game that looks like Minecraft, but like it has destructibility better than Battlefield 4. I'd play that forever. You know?
My favorite thing is Starfield and Minecraft.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Without loading screens.
Oh, I did get a money trail. Didn't even notice.
10 out of 6 example. Although again, I don't think 10 out is bad. So is there an example where, or a limit to that, like where you would not be able to play a game because it looks so bad, even though the gameplay is good?
I don't think there's ever been a game that I think looks so bad I can't play it.
Yeah. But you genuinely play shitty games for fun. So
Well, yeah, but what does that have to do with anything?
I just like I don't think you have a limit. I think you're like the average consumer here.
That's
Yeah.
true. I am limitless. I'm unchained.
Yeah, I can't think of a game I ever stopped.
Yeah. You know what,
Because it
Jackson?
looks bad.
We even have an argument fucking countering that. Cruelty Squad is like the most intentionally ugly looking game ever made, and it's extremely popular and successful. Like, graphics don't matter. They really don't. If you make a good game,
Dummies.
they matter for fucking idiots who want shiny, sparkly spectacle. But if you make a good game or an interesting game, it really doesn't matter how it looks. People will play it.
I agree. Look, Minesweeper's on every single computer known to mankind for a good reason. And the game slaps.
Although I don't think people are debating which version of Minesweeper looks better, you know?
True, yeah. Yeah, I'll buy the HD version.
Man, fuck video games. They used to be so good. What happened in video games?
Should I check
Used to be
fishing?
cool.
Calamity fishing broken? I actually don't know.
Yeah, isn't it a coincidence
Make it
that the
some
exact era of games we grew up was the best era, and there's no arguing that?
I don't know. It's gonna drag in its feet.
I bet we're gonna find safe drugs, so people will just get high, but put it away.
Like you lock in a connected bubble, but you can do any drugs you want.
No. So you know how like if you do heroin or cocaine, it's like yeah, you do get high, but also your body breaks down and fucks up your veins and ruins your actual health. I bet we're gonna be like, hey, we just came up with heroin that has 0 negative side effects. Like it's not addictive, it doesn't degrade.
I feel like if that was possible, they would have already done that.
Yeah.
Maybe the technology hasn't found it yet. Maybe we're just almost there.
Maybe humans just can't use that.
Oh,
Or maybe they just don't want to find it.
maybe God doesn't want us to enjoy life.
I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon. Unless the cartels invent it. I think Big Pharma could be constrained to a point where they can't diet pills again. Because the trend from the early 2000s. I remember
You're talking about Ozempic?
Ozempic, and they're also working on a new one. I think Ozempic is, which is the off-label diabetes medicine that they're currently not diabetes. Is it diabetes medicine?
It is diabetes.
What was the goof we talked
I think
about?
it's has side effects right now. What?
What was that? We had an episode on that, didn't we? Where people were taking it and we were making fun of something related to that? The Ozempic stuff?
Ozempic is huge right now for weight loss. That and mobility.
Was that the one where it gives you like a weird face? I think we don't know about that. We had an episode.
Photoshop.
We had an episode months ago, many months ago, where we talked about this drug that was showing up on social media, and it was giving people really shitty, goofy side effects, but they kept taking it because they were losing weight. I can't be the only one remembering this.
It might be Ozempic. I
No.
don't recall. From what it makes your face scrunch up a little. I don't know.
Maybe I'm just...
Stupid person.
Are getting it off label essentially, and it's now because of their success. Big Pharma is working on actually dedicated weight loss. Apparently, that it's affecting the economy so much so that the company that necessarily is so big that it outgrew the entire economy of Denmark. Oh my god, yes. And it got to the point.
Oh, the uncut scene.
Weight Watchers is now considering making the shift from helping people lose weight to just being like an additional, to making like supplements and such. You know, you take your Ozempic, take your weight loss drugs, and also we're gonna sell you candy bars.
I mean, supplements in general are like the biggest industry at the moment. They are so enormous. At least over here. Like supplements are going wild.
Oh, same way here. Yeah, there's always a round table going through whatever the new supplement is. Like Nootropics was huge for the longest fucking time. There's always some sort of pills and whatever that people go, this is it. This is the thing.
You believe it? Yeah, well, to be fair,
look, if you need it for like a medical intervention, like I need to lose weight or I will die, fine. But this is in no way ever going to be a realistic solution. It's what we were talking about before, where, for example, dieting. A diet should not be a thing you do just to lose weight. It should be how you live. It should be a change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to be given it by the government.
Yeah, carefully regulated evolution with weight loss drugs.
Yeah, I guess that is possible.
People don't do literally anything except put down a fucking burger.
Well, don't you ever fucking do something like that again. It's called freedom. You wouldn't do it.
No, you should have the freedom. I don't know, I think this is going to make things worse. Just think of how many people there are who feed their kids and make their kids
tour in America. So they brought a contest winner to the studio. She was like a mom who lived in like fucking Missouri or somewhere. And they were like, you won our Food Network contest and you're gonna have Iron Chef Hiroyuki Sakai come to your house and cook an Iron Chef meal for your family. And she was like, wow, that's amazing, that's great. And he was like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm an Iron Chef, blah, blah. And when he got to her house, he spent the whole time complaining because he said, where's the fresh food? I can't just cook you frozen fucking pizzas. What the fuck? He left and scours her entire kitchen for 20 minutes and he's baffled. He's like, I can't make you anything. It's all frozen garbage. What the fuck?
The fuck that they expected the prize recipient to like provide the ingredients though. He should have come with like caviar.
I know, but the whole point was he was gonna show her how to cook it at home, so he just opens her fridge and he's fucking dumbfounded by what he sees.
I bet he cooked that frozen pizza exceptionally well though, right?
Yeah.
Put the oven settings on the right.
Yeah, the right temp on your dark nuggets, bitch.
Yeah. You knew exactly how much tomato sauce ketchup to put in there.
I want my Michelin star hot pockets, bitch.
Just shows things have not changed.
It's like a hot pocket on a plate garnished with like a little bit of cheese.
think it's time to press the stop
On one part,
streaming button.
tomatoes on the other.
He cuts it in half and throws out half into the trash for proper portions.
So apparently the weight